I think Howard Stern is a moron. He's pathetic, he's low-class, insensitive, a self-promoting sleazeball. I also think he's funny as hell. He cracks me up all the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm always laughing. I turn around and go, this guy's good. The Howard Stern Show.
Artie was here early, sleeping on the couch.
Oh, he did not want to miss this day. I think he might not have gone home last night.
Well, he was hungover from his big date last night. Who'd you have a date with?
No, I went out last night with this girl, this great girl.
How'd you meet her?
I met her in Jersey.
How'd you meet a great girl?
Wait a minute. Every girl he meets is great, apparently.
No.
Every girl he meets is from Jersey.
Yeah, well, they're all great.
Out?
They're all great.
Where do you meet these girls? Like, do you meet them by your house?
Yeah, there's a lot of great places by my house to go out.
You go to bars?
Bars, restaurants, you know.
You're picking up girls in restaurants? No.
Spin class. And then...
Where'd you pick up this one? Tell me.
I didn't pick her up. I mean, she works at a place by where I live.
What kind of place? What does she do?
It's a bar, restaurant. She's
a waitress? Oh, bartenders are hot.
Yeah, she's hot as hell.
So you always go in there for drinks. You start talking to her.
Tell her you're Artie Lang.
Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, I did that whole thing.
How quickly do you get in your job? How quickly does your job come up?
Now, when I was on the Norm Show, it used to take a while, but now it comes up real quick.
And she started paying attention to you because of that?
Probably, yeah. Probably only because of that.
Did you ever get laid before the show?
Yeah, remember there was that one German hooker.
Yeah, right. The German hooker
you banged that German hooker when you did that film.
It was funny, like being on the Norm Show. You'd say to a girl, "I'm on the Norm Show," and she'd be like, "What?" And I go, "I mean Frasier."
Yeah. What's the death?
Frasier.
Don't you think there's a certain psychology for Artie for picking up chicks in Jersey? He could come to New York and go to the hot clubs and deal with that whole thing.
It's too hard.
Or go to Jersey and on the other side of the river.
He'd rather be a big fish in a small pond.
He's a star.
Yeah, he's a star over there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I've seen him walk in with 4 Jersey girls on his own.
He loves the Jersey girls.
Well, because it's exciting for them to have an Artie Lang in their midst.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's exciting for them, but, you know.
So what happened? You met her at the bar, and what was the move to get her to go out with you?
I asked her out, 5 or 6 times.
Oh, my goodness.
And she turned you down 5 times?
A couple of times, yeah. And then
what did you say? Hey, come on, let's go out for a drink or something.
Well, it's that weird move where you're in a bar and someone works there and you try to ask them out and,
Tell me the weird move, because I've never done it.
I mean, you don't want to embarrass them in front of the people they work with.
You mean you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of the people they work with?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Artie's already asked 6 times.
No, because you go in there a lot, and you don't want to look like a jackass.
How do you get the balls to ask after the 3rd time?
Once I'm rejected, what do you say?
It's called Jack Daniels.
Pretend I'm the girl. What do you say?
I go, hey, you want to go out?
And then she goes, well, I'm not really, no.
You think, the worst thing is when you get a vibe that a girl likes you, and then you ask them out, and then they get a look of horror on their face. You know what I mean? They go,
she likes your tips.
Yeah, exactly. You go, well, I don't know. Can I bring my friends?
That hurts when they say that.
Yeah. But, no, I wore her down.
So she's hot, huh?
Oh, she's
all bartenders are hot. Female bartenders. That's why they hire them.
Well, they
don't hire them for making the drinks.
But Artie doesn't ask 6 times in one night, does he? Does he keep going back over and over again?
No, not in one night. Because, I'm there. This place is right by where I live, so I'm there all the time. Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that you get out of the house and you just go to the bar by yourself?
Yeah, I'm not.
And you start drinking by yourself?
You're there alone.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Wow, I can never do that.
And it doesn't matter if nobody shows up, no big deal. And if a bunch of guys show up, all the better.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's always a good time.
Do you have friends that go to the bar, or you're just pretty much there alone?
There's people that I call my friends there.
Yeah.
It's bar friends.
Bar friends.
They're my bar buddies.
Well, I know.
Jim Beam.
Where'd you take the girl?
We went to a couple of, went to a restaurant.
Which one?
You know where we went? We were by around where you like to go, Ocean.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I love that joint. What'd you eat over there?
Shrimp cocktail.
Do you like purposely eat light so you don't fart and stuff a lot? I do that.
In front of a broad? Oh, yeah. Like, you
hardly eat at all.
You don't get a big steak and, cream.
Yeah, you're like,
that's why Ocean's good, because you get fish,
Everything's light.
Right, yeah.
That's a great place.
That joint's great because they get big shrimp cocktail like in Roman days, it comes out on that, big tray with the ice.
You know what I get there? I get, a dozen oysters.
Yeah.
You eat oysters?
The raw bar is good there.
Raw bar is great. Yeah. I have a dozen dozen oysters with a little horseradish.
Right.
Oh, that's killer. It kicks my ass.
Throw up.
You know,
Kicks my ass, man. Those slimy little oysters.
Oh, how can you do that?
Me too.
Well,
No
I know you go there, so it was a weird move where, like, there were no tables, so we had to sit in the cocktail lounge.
Oh.
And I thought, do I bring up the show? And then I said, no, I don't want to.
Bring it up, dude.
You didn't make a reservation, huh?
No, I thought Wednesday night. Who needs a This was.
That place is packed all the time.
It is.
Unless you go real early. What time did you go to dinner?
We went like 7. I mean, pretty early, but it was still.
Dude, on a weeknight you go out that late?
This was a
special circumstance.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't always do this. No.
Her one night off, he had to get her.
Right.
So.
And afterwards, we went to some bar and we were just hanging out.
What bar?
Listening to the jukebox.
What'd the broad eat? I wonder.
Like a salad and shrimp.
Oh, that's not bad, Artie.
She got the chopped salad?
Yes, the chopped salad.
Nice.
Yeah. And I had some of that, too.
You get a little dessert for your broad?
No, she didn't want no dessert.
Did she drink?
That's very good, though, because they say when a woman doesn't eat, she likes you.
Yeah, she was drinking.
Yeah, she's sitting there scarfing down 3 appetizers.
Yeah, the menu's more interesting than you.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you mean? Did she drink?
Yeah, she had a couple of drinks.
Would you have a little champagne?
She had wine.
What'd you have?
I don't know nothing about wines.
Yeah, what'd you have?
I drank Jack Daniels.
You're hardcore.
What is wrong with you?
But if there's no medium with me. I just had a couple of them because I have.
His work the next day.
I can tell you one thing, Artie.
Pam Anderson coming in today.
You should never change who you are, but there's nothing about drinking Jack Daniels that says that you're polished or anything. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not polished.
Well, they put in a nice glass over there at Ocean.
Right, yeah, nice crystal.
It does. You look like Dean Martin, you know.
So then, little bar, then you go to a club. What club did you go to?
I didn't go to a club. We
went to a
bar. You know.
What bar?
Actually, that place, it's called Peter's on 68th.
Oh, Peter's. Everybody drinks there.
It's a really fun bar.
Everybody goes to drink at Peter's.
Is that right?
That's where people go to drink and hook up.
It's fun.
It's a fun place.
We got a little table there, and they got a great jukebox, so I started playing all, like, my 70s rock and roll songs.
Did you start singing?
You didn't air guitar, did you?
No, you didn't.
I did.
What'd you sing?
I don't know. I sang a bunch of stuff.
No, is that all right now? Did you do that one?
No.
That's a big one for the bar.
Free by Free.
Yes.
The song, yeah.
Free, yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody. Freddie Mercury.
Mama!
Ooh, ah. It's really funny. I was reading the history of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how when Queen put out that song, no one from the record company would let Freddie Mercury put that out as a single because there was no way. I mean, it had... Scaramouche, do the new fandango, fa-da-da-da-dee-da, and then
Mamma Mia.
He fought tooth and nail, and then when it became a huge hit, man, it was his greatest moment.
Yeah. That was enormous.
Yeah, huge.
When it first came
out. It was still huge.
But
everybody knows that song.
What kind of 70s did you sing to impress your broad?
I was singing like, I put Thunder Road by Springsteen.
There you go. You do a beautiful rendition of that.
That's right, actually. I sang that Thunder Road. The screen door slams. Oh, my God. Mary's dress sway.
Drunken.
Visions dances across the porch as the ring.
She must have been so turned on. You're drunken, fat, singing Thunder Road.
Does anybody really care that you're singing a song like that unless it is Springsteen?
Yeah.
I know.
It points at, you know what that does? It points at how much you aren't Springsteen.
I'm like the Springsteen cover band.
Yeah. So she was really hot, huh? She's blonde, brunette?
She's hot as hell. She's out of my league, I think.
Wait a minute.
No, she's like a dirty blonde. Well, no, like darker hair.
Were guys at Peter's coming up to her and trying to hit on her while you were there?
A couple of guys you notice are looking at her, you know. Yeah. You probably go through that all the time where you notice dudes are looking at her.
In my relationship, dudes look at me.
They don't even see her?
No, they're like, that's what my girlfriend says she loves best, because when she usually goes out, people, hassle her. Yeah. Go out with me. She goes, they don't even notice me. The guys are looking at you because they listen to the show. They're like, they come walking over and they're like drooling and they go, hey, Howard, I listen to the show all the time.
Howard, can you give me a date?
What a nightmare.
I go, hey, better you hit on me than my girlfriend.
What a nightmare.
So, Artie, what time does your date go until? If you start at 7.
See, that's what happened. It was and I never do this. I've been very professional since I've been doing this show, but I till like 1 o'clock.
So a successful date.
Yeah, it was fun. We've been out a few times,
Oh.
I always have a blast. She's really a lot of fun.
So, did you kiss her?
Yeah.
How does the date end? As Jim Lang used to say.
Hold it a second. Slow everything down here.
Right.
There's a lot of talk here. Hold on.
I love how this all came out from me sleeping on the couch waiting to get my hair done.
Did you make out with her?
You'd call it making out.
Really? Look at you.
Absolutely.
Well, where are you when you're making out, though?
At Peter's.
Right. Peter's, nobody cares if you make out.
Where were you?
We were in the corner at Peter's maybe a little bit, and then in the car that she drove.
You are class.
Wait, she drove you?
She had to drive at the end of the night. I said, I'm a little late, and she's like, no, I'll drive. And then the worst part was we're driving down, Broadway, and I made her stop at a pizzeria.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So I could get pizza.
Oh, my God.
Dude, that fish isn't filling enough. You didn't have your bread groups.
Artie hiding nothing on the first date.
Yeah, right.
This is a couple of dates. No, she's cool about everything. She knows that I'm not Jacqueline.
But you know what's funny? He goes to the fancy place and he doesn't eat much and then stops for pizza.
Yeah, well, at the end of the night, you're a little more comfortable with everything. I'm like, okay, let's forget about the light fish. Let's get a pepperoni slice.
Yeah, let's get serious about my eating. I didn't get in this kind of shape by eating fish.
Exactly. I didn't get this body from running 10 miles a day.
Did you put that black stuff in your hair for the date, or?
No, that's the problem. Is I'm thinking of hiring Tony maybe for when I go out at night.
24 hours a day.
I'll say I've done some gay stuff where I've asked Tony to come over and fix my hair up before I went out.
Really?
Sure. A night out?
Yeah.
Just as a guy?
Like a guy, yeah.
Oh my
God. I thought about that.
Yeah.
That's gay.
I thought about.
But you know what though? If the chick's did she run her fingers through what's left of your hair? Because imagine you had all the black stuff in there and her fingers come out all black. That'd be great.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. She got home and she had a bunch of black stuff on her hands. She doesn't know what happened.
She makes out with me and she looks like she's in a minstrel show.
Her white couch had a big black stain at the top of it.
There's stuff all over the seat of her car.
I went out with Artie again last night.
It's always weird when I was single and you date somebody who is a bartender with the hours that we keep.
Yeah.
This girl used to be like, oh, yeah, Friday night, pick me up at 2 in the morning. And I'd be like, they're going to be on exact opposite hours.
Right.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
It is hard.
So, wait a minute. Did she drop you off here, Artie?
No.
Oh, you went home. Okay.
I went home.
Yeah.
Is this the same girl that you brought to Harris Party, a different girl?
Yeah, no, it's one of them.
Yeah, this is the brunette that was at your party that you had.
I'll tell you, they were all so short, the girls that were with him. I just saw the tops of their head.
This is a breakthrough because she was kind of giving you the cold shoulder, right, at the party?
No, absolutely not. The other one, she was with the one that everybody had a problem with.
Yeah.
That was her friend?
That was her friend, yeah.
I had a big problem with her friend, that redhead. Howard, what are you doing? Your mother? And she said, shut up. Who invited you? And she goes, Artie Langener.
I know. Thanks.
What a buzzkill.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me out.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, good for you, dude.
No, it was fun. It was a fun night. But
Why did you decide to go out last night?
It's her night off.
No, it's like, yeah, I mean, she was around, I was around. I said, oh, let's go out.
But she works weekends, right?
Sometimes
Bartenders work every Friday, Saturday night.
She works Fridays, yeah. But sometimes you like to feel like an adult.
And go out during the week.
You know what? It's Wednesday, I'm going out for a little while. But
you'll get over that if you stay here.
But and then we made out sometime in between me singing Springsteen and Fleetwood Mac. We kissed.
What Fleetwood Mac tune?
We sang... what's that song?
Say You Love Me?
Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow.
Not Don't Stop. Oh, yeah, wait, Don't Stop.
Go Your Own Way?
Go Your Own Way. Yeah, off Rumors.
I do a Great Gold Dust Woman.
That really helps out with the brush.
Yeah.
Did you get oral, Artie?
No.
Ah, come on. He's just making out with her. He's moving slow.
So this is all you've done is like a heavy makeout session with this girl.
Don't forget, this is a chick who turned him down 6 times.
I know.
She's not exactly turned on.
You know what else is weird about our hours?
6 times, but you know.
Listen, 2 is too many.
And that's from Baba Booey, okay?
Once, and I'm like, put my head in the dirt.
Me too. Yeah.
You gotta keep barreling forward.
John is a keep going. Yeah. He doesn't hear the no.
Yeah, John heard no for a year.
You heard no for a year and you kept going.
Yeah, the producer had to pull me aside and said, leave the girl alone.
It was almost harassment.
But you know what's funny about John?
With your wife, John?
No. But when John wins, he walks around with his head in the air and says, see, I told you.
Yeah.
John asked out this chick, Karen, on our old TV show on Channel 9. He asked her out for a full year. She just was repulsed and did not want to go out with him. Said, I'm not interested.
Did she tell you, like, straight up, like, don't, like, she said something like, leave me alone?
And then finally the producer of the show went over to John and said, listen, this is sexual harassment. You have to stop. You have to stop.
I mean, he even did the whole, I'll be your friend.
You need like a seminar, you know,
Yeah. Well, finally he wore it down.
Yeah,
she gave in.
There you go.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that she was madly in love with him. See, that's the deal. If a guy doesn't like a girl, I was thinking about this the other day. If you don't like a girl, you're never going to like her.
Yeah.
But women can actually
You can wear
down.
them.
Yeah.
And then, and then she loved me.
Right.
Yeah. You know what's funny about Artie?
And then you rewarded her by dumping her.
But Artie's an eater, though, because we did a road trip. He pulls up and he gets a Hershey bar at the gas stop. Then he goes and gets a Big Mac, like a Whopper or whatever it is.
He's a fun date.
Yeah. Then he eats dinner. He has, a fried chicken. Then at 2 in the morning, he calls in and room service, gets a big roast beef sandwich and French fries.
My goodness.
He falls asleep, before it's delivered. Then the delivery guy knocks on his door, and then he wakes up, gets the food, eats it again.
Yeah.
And then I call him at 2 in the afternoon, and he goes, I think I'm going to go to the gym for 20 minutes.
I try to get my heart going, I go out down on the treadmill.
Do you look horrible when you're naked?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Are you packing gym outfit for Vegas, like sneakers and running shoes? And all that?
I'll take a pair of sweatpants, but
I'll tell you how anal I am about the gym. I've already had them fax me all the equipment in the gym so I can put together my routine.
Howard sent the note out last night. Said, I need to know everything that's in the gym. Wait right down to the last medicine ball.
Oh.
That's the funniest line
So who do you give that to? Who designs the program?
My trainer.
Your trainer will take that and say, all right, here's what you're going to do on this day, this day, this
Robin,
day.
you can't maintain this physique without constant working out.
what do you think?
Oh, my God. You think he was Arnold?
Yeah.
Yo, Howard, I'm just building on what John said. I know Artie likes to eat every once in a while, so we go to the track. Between every race, Artie's like, he's getting a sundae.
Right.
He's getting a hot dog.
Right.
And
It's the most fattening stuff.
No, dude, so I say, we were losing. I'm like, Artie, man, we got to concentrate. We got to win this race. He goes, you know what? I'm going to concentrate, too. I'm getting a pretzel.
I don't know how he stays this thin.
Actually, yeah, you're lucky you're not obese.
No, because I run around. I like playing, softball. I play basketball in a league.
When?
I play in a basketball league.
Really?
Yeah, full court basketball.
When?
Do you really? You play full court?
Yeah.
And you're able to go up and how long is the game?
2 minutes.
No, it lasts I always love playing basketball, but I'm the kind of guy where I'm the only guy who can play basketball and not really run that much.
Yeah.
I don't play defense. I love just shooting the ball.
Yeah.
So I just lag behind the other players. And if I'm open, the guys get me the ball because I got a great outside shot. That's my move.
Oh, my God.
I just lay back, I'm open, I hit the shot, and I go back, and everybody tolerates me not playing D because I can score points.
Right. But the fact of the matter is the exercise level is way down.
Right. But
He's not really playing full
the
court.
fact of the matter is I'm not playing full throttle, but I'm still running up and
But
down
how many
the court.
times a week is that?
Once a week.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, but then I go to the,
Then he works up a big appetite.
He is working on a heart attack.
First of all,
Yeah, he's a short, pudgy Kobe Bryant.
on the way back from Boston, we stopped at a Friendly's, okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk about John here for a second. He gets a colossal burger. That's the name of the burger. A colossal. First of all, we're sitting in a booth. Picture this, Howard. We're coming back from Boston. We're tired. We just did these gigs. We're sitting in a booth the size of a little cubicle. It's John, his wife, Melrose Larry Green, me and Jim Florentine. We can't barely, when you're in a booth, you can't read the menu like this, with your shoulder up against. And John orders a colossal burger and a large strawberry shake.
A fribble.
A fribble, right? He's eating it 1,000 miles an hour. To where even I'm going, John, that's not healthy,
Slow down.
In the middle of it, he goes, ooh. I'm like, what's wrong? He goes,
What did you say?
I'm having a panic attack.
Panic attacks are so weird.
What is
The
that?
fact that you're eating a colossal burger through a straw.
What is a panic
And then I
attack?
asked my wife to run and get me the Xanax.
Then he goes into Friendly's to take a dump. Now, it's Friendly's. It's the most disgusting bathroom you've ever seen. I was afraid. His wife says to me, Judge wife goes, Artie, bring these into him. He gives me 2 Xanax. I said, I got to go in the stall? She's like, no, just hand it to him over the thing. So I go into Friendly's in the bathroom. Me and Florentine just, in case he had a heart attack and is dead.
Right.
And you just see John's feet in the stall. It's disgusting. And I go, dude, you want these? I put the Xanax underneath
Through the door?
He goes, no, man, I'll get him when I come back.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
He's not having that bad a panic attack.
He's not having any panic attack. He's
to you?
addicted to Xanax.
What happened to you with the panic attack?
I get him almost
And what happens?
I get shortness of breath and chest pains. And sometimes, like, how my leg gets pins and needles and my arm gets pins and needles. And,
dude, you're the most nervous dude I ever met.
What, though?
You think he was taken away in an ambulance once?
I'll tell you about what. The guy's a wreck.
But I'm saying he gets these attacks when the Xanax wears off.
Don't you think this is his OCD manifesting itself in a different way?
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah, he's just nervous.
He's like he's cured his OCD, but something else
What he really wants is someone to take care of him, wrap him in their arms, and rock him like a baby, and have a daddy who loves him.
He hasn't cured him.
No one's going to do that for him.
Who does that?
No,
she's not good enough.
She ain't the one. You want the one you can have.
Like who?
Doesn't matter, whoever it is.
But you know what it is? The wife doesn't take care of him. She needs him to do things.
Right. She's a burden to you.
Yeah.
You need someone who just is comforting you every minute.
I don't know. I was with them the whole weekend. He's got a pretty great wife.
Yeah,
She's
terrific.
a great wife. I'm not saying no.
She's still a burden.
She needs, you know what? John needs a Kennedy girl who's going to, like, change his diapers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put him in a chamber and rock him to sleep. All right, we're going to be back right after these words. And then I'm going to give you a real treat after this little game. I'm going to read you Artie's bill from his cable company.
Oh, boy.
You see how much porno this dude watches.
You know, that's his embarrassing confession right there.
You know, Howard, it's not just the porn. You really got to look at the times that he's doing this.
No, first of all,
his total.
I have a lot of free afternoons.
And he spent $93 on porn. Listen to this.
Artie, buy a movie.
No, I got to buy one.
This is his May-June bill, okay? May 13th.
I think you found a hobby.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. Hey, look up, what is May 13th? What day of the week is that?
That was a...
It could have been during the show. That had to be a Saturday or a Sunday, right?
I guess, yeah.
What's May 13th, Case?
It's a Monday.
A Monday. A Monday.
How could you do that?
Were we off on that day?
May 13th?
But sure, that was one of those days he had to be away.
Yeah, that's when he was supposed to be in LA.
Yeah.
No, that's not... No, May... Yeah, Monday.
The day after Mother's Day.
Did we work? We worked the day after Mother's Day.
It's a Monday.
Didn't we?
I was here. I was definitely here that day.
So it's here, May 13th, 7 a.m., Playboy.
You should dispute that, bro.
Playboy 12-hour B. What's that?
You can buy individual shows, or you can buy a 12-hour pass.
Oh, that's what he did.
He probably bought it before he left.
Dude, you got a 12-hour pass?
I don't know what the hell it is.
$8.95.
Did you call during a commercial?
Sign me up for the 12-hour pass so when I get home...
he wanted to make sure it was on when he got home.
I realize I'll miss the first 3 hours of my 12-hour pass, but...
What, did you TiVo it to
How on a Monday?
I don't know what I'm on.
On a Monday, how did you get...
At 7.
I don't know what I'm on. I was definitely here the day after.
Artie, so you do this while you watch in bed?
No, right. What I do is, you know.
But wait a second. How at 7 a.m. did he order? It's not a mistake. He must have been off that day.
But he says he was here the day after Mother's Day. I definitely.
How do you know you were here the day after Mother's Day? Who remembers?
Because I know that I had to go to L.A. the week of May 20th to the 24th.
Or maybe we had the day off on the day after Mother's Day.
No, we didn't.
We were here.
Somebody check. We had a Monday off.
We did?
I gotta pinpoint this porno bill.
Because he's not calling home during the show to sign up for porn.
I need dates. Because look at this. This doesn't make sense.
Maybe I should
look at this.
it.
May 13th, he ordered 3 programs. He got, listen to this. At 7 a.m., he got the 12-hour block of Playboy. At 4 p.m., he had the Hot Network. Whoa. And at 4:30 p.m., he ordered Spice 23-hour block.
Artie!
Artie,
are you crazy?
I don't know what I'm ordering.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, he must have been way out of his mind that day.
All you got to do is...
What are you doing?
He must have been home on the 13th.
Well,
what happened?
When you put one on and it's not good? Like, first of all, sometimes you put on that Playboy thing and it's like a talk show.
What is the case?
They seem to think that maybe it was the weekend and the computers catch up on Monday. So maybe
that's what
Oh, so you did this on a Sunday.
Sunday night.
The day of our Lord.
Artie, is the deal that you go home and you go home and you put this on?
On Mother's Day.
Well, he had to celebrate.
But you go home and you put this on until you finish? Is that the deal?
No.
You just watch it for pure enjoyment.
Just go ahead and buy it.
You put it on, you're looking for something to whack to, and there's nothing good on, and then you go to another channel.
And you buy that.
But you bought 24 and 23-hour blocks.
But I don't know that I'm buying a 23-hour block.
Are you in such a frenzy you can't read the screen?
I get in a little bit of a frenzy.
Artie sees $12.95.
When you want to do it, you got to find something quick. He spent like $25 inside of like
You might as well get a hooker.
No, here's why.
But here's what doesn't make sense. Here's what doesn't make sense. At 7 a.m., he ordered the Playboy 12-hour block.
Yeah.
Okay, so he must have whacked to that. Then at 4
No, that's
p.m.
the point. There's nothing. Sometimes that channel has.
Wait a second. And then at 4 p.m. he ordered the Hot Network.
So you had to do it again.
So he had to do it again. So he did it twice in that day.
No.
And at 4:30 p.m. he was trying to whack for a half hour and nothing was going on. So he went to Spice 23-hour block.
All right, here's why you're wrong in all those things.
I'm like a detective of wacky.
Wait a minute. Do you think that because now he's got block after block after block of hot, porn. So is he only doing it those 2 times, or is he now tuning in to the block to take advantage?
Well, according to my deduction here from looking at the times, I think he just looks at it once and then leaves the block, because here's what doesn't make sense.
All right.
The very next day, 5:14. You see, there must be from the day before, because 5:14 he gets home from work at 4 p.m.
Right.
And Artie orders the Hot Network at 4 p.m. Then,
as soon as you walk in the door.
And then again at 4:30, the Spice 23-hour block.
No.
It was exactly 23 hours later.
Why don't you just subscribe?
So he probably liked the Spice block and now ordered the exact channel again for 23 hours.
Wait a minute. You got to tell me, is the same thing running for like several days in a block, or are the blocks different?
Can I explain something to you? I'm not. It's like sometimes it's a ripoff, because I'll order one of them and it'll be awful. Like, it's not even worth it.
Dude, every day.
Then I'll go to the other one.
But every day you order the same thing, a block.
Because it's not always the same. Right.
Just order a program.
Sometimes it's the same block.
How much is a block?
$8.95.
Wow.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Howard. You can buy a video for what, $19.95 now? Artie, this is 1 month's bill.
We're having a plethora of porno here.
Yeah, there's porno coming out of the wall.
May 24th. 7 a.m. Playboy 12-hour block.
Again at 7 a.m.
Yeah. It's like if there's like days of June 3rd, 7 a.m. Playboy 12-hour block.
You know what I think he's doing? You're doing this at night to get to sleep, aren't you?
No. Look at this, Robin.
What?
7 a.m. Playboy 12-hour block.
Yeah, but these times are off.
1 p.m. the Hot Network. 1:30 p.m. a half hour later the Spice 23-hour block.
You never learn.
See, I've already learned, Artie, that clearly Spice works for you best, so why do you get the other stuff first?
Yeah, right. And it's so weird. He goes through all three. Again.
That's what I'm saying. You never learn.
There's 2 Spices. Spice 2 is way better.
It's the same pattern with his masturbation. June 4th, 7 a.m. Playboy 12-hour block.
It's like on a schedule.
Then he goes, same day, 4 p.m. the Hot Network, and 4:30 p.m. Spice 23-hour block.
Stop. That's the same thing you did before.
Now, here's like a guy in a frenzy.
You know what I'm thinking of? Jeff Bloom in The Fly. Remember The Fly?
Yeah, but listen to this.
All the time?
The guy's whacking every single day. Then right the next day, June 5th, 7 p.m. Playboy 12-hour block. And then almost in the same 7 p.m. thing, the Hot Network.
These times are off.
Get out, Artie.
But you don't dispute that you're doing 3 a day, right?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not. This is my point. When you see 3 in a day, that just constitutes one
session.
Whack, or whatever you want to call it.
Are you sure?
I'm not as sophisticated as you guys.
Yeah, but dude, on the 6th, for example, 7 a.m. you do Playboy 12-hour block. And then on the same day, 1 p.m., the Hot Network.
Is he saying that if you tune in to Playboy and buy it now, they charge you from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. no matter what time you're buying it?
Yeah. I'm not, believe me, I only need it for like 2 minutes.
Whatever.
I bet you
Why do you keep buying it? It never works for you.
Hoping. He sees Playboy and he thinks it's going to work.
When you went to rehab...
Playboy Channel's the worst.
When you went to rehab, were you doing coke 3 times a day? Probably not. He's doing these channels 3 times a day. That's a lot.
No. We need to give Artie more work.
But it's only... But 3 times a day constitutes one. It's not like I'm doing it 3 times.
But don't you feel dirty? Like you made the commitment to push the button for Playboy, and that's not doing it. Then you push again, and you're racking up money. Doesn't it feel a little funny?
It sucks because it's just 2 buttons you got to push. It's like betting with a bookie.
All right.
I was going to say, it's another one of those things where he doesn't have a hobby. He's not spending the money on anything else.
Right, exactly.
That was Artie's porno bill. All right.
Artie, please tell me every once in a while you're with a girl with it.
No, I am. Everything's fine there. It's just that I have a lot of free afternoons. And
I think this was before the girlfriend and him got real serious.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not at all.
May, June?
Howard, June 3rd was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think she just got serious with him about 4 days ago.
Believe me, everything's fine there. It's just that I have free afternoons, and I'm a
Let me ask you something. Now that you're getting laid regularly, are you still wanking it? You obviously are.
Well, in the afternoon, sometimes in the afternoon.
Wow. You've got some libido, dude.
He's like
How often do you bang your girlfriend?
Well, with this schedule, not as much as I'd like.
My girlfriend was complaining last night. I had to do it to her.
It's mostly
wait. She was
with
complaining
me.
And
she said, "You're going to sleep. I need it." I said, "Okay, let me get myself together." What I do is then I take off my underpants that I sleep in, and when I'm naked, I feel sexy.
You get turned on.
With me, it's mostly.
And then I just hug her a lot, and then something happens.
See, it's got to be. With me, it's mostly weekends now.
Really? We do it.
Well, you're not living with. You don't have her there.
I got a question for you.
No, not at all.
She can only take so much Artie.
Okay, I've always wondered this about you. For years, you are so rigid about your schedule. Somebody invites you to something, you're like, I go to bed at 9. Something amazing going on, I go to bed at 9. Okay, if at 9:15 your girlfriend wants to have sex, is that a problem?
No problem.
It doesn't matter. Whatever your schedule was to go to sleep, you can break
because I'm in bed.
Yeah.
He's in bed.
Yeah, I'm laying there.
And you're going to fall asleep right after you're done?
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
See,
I just go, I love it.
He can hardly, he's probably on top of her still.
I fall right asleep like a baby. That is the greatest thing, man, after you bang.
After sex.
What?
Do you even clean up?
Yeah, I clean up.
After sex, I like to sneak off and get, like, a Kit Kat.
Oh.
Me too, but I get an apple. You see, that's the difference in our lifestyle.
I like to get like a waffles. Waffles are the best.
See, like,
where are you gonna get that?
And then you just fall asleep like a baby.
See, like Beth said to me, I said I'm gonna go get an apple. She said most people have like a cigarette afterwards. Or,
yeah, no, I like.
Since you have an apple, and I go, yeah, well, like Artie eats a whole pizza afterwards, and she said, well, that's why Artie looks the way he does.
He would like waffles.
I appreciate as thin as he is for how much he eats.
I'm with you. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah,
all right,
amazing.
Time to play the game.
Yeah, wait. Now that that's over, can we get to the embarrassing confession?
Does your girlfriend know that you have this much porn on your bill?
She does now.
Yeah, you got to tell her to stop listening.
She learns everything from the show.
No. But listen, I thought first of all that bill is $287.
Right.
For the month. That's my cable bill.
Right.
And it just...
100 of it is porn.
100 is extra services, dude.
Right. But, well,
Dude, buy Playboy or something.
My mother... No, yeah, but you see... All right.
You ought to just buy the whole package.
Are you afraid that your mother's listening right now, Artie?
Well, no. My mother knew that the bills were high because she saw...
How could your mother be embarrassed by the fact that you watch porno when you've been in rehab?
Howard,
porno's a nice habit.
No, you're right. I'm setting it up. I'm setting her up for the rest of
He does a bit in his act about how he made number 2 in his pants while he was on heroin.
Yeah.
So, how could that be?
I mean, how do you... So your mom knows you watch porn?
No. Well, the thing is this, is that... Well, it's still embarrassing to tell her. She knew the bills were high because she saw a check, and I kept telling her, I was ordering Ocean's 11.
That's why she does the bills.
Why do you have your mommy doing your bills?
No. I do them, but she happened to see one of the checks.
How does your mother get so involved that she sees your checks?
Because she's his decorator, and she cooks for him, and she's
well, she came over to give me sandwiches.
Like, dude, you're so tied in with that mommy.
What in the world is going on? He's got the mommy. He's got the porn.
Does she come over and make you bed? Be honest.
No, I got a broad who does that.
Yeah, broad. His girlfriend.
I hired a person.
Black girl?
One of them foreigners.
Black girl.
You got a girl?
A Mexican.
A Mexican?
Yeah. Barely speaks
English. Si, senor Artie.
Remember what Artie said. When they're foreign, he doesn't mind just following the whole place.
Yeah.
No. What I said was, you don't, because you won't interact with them on a personal level. She barely speaks English, so I don't care.
I saw the funniest score last night.
Oh, you talking about Duke?
Yeah.
Well, I tuned in the game on CBS to watch Duke versus Alabama, right?
Yeah.
And no game on
Alabama State. Here's the problem, okay?
Yeah, but I mean, how come it wasn't on? It was supposed to go on
It was on at 7:30.
Because
no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I saw it, yeah.
They show a little bit of the beginning.
Get on the microphone, dude. You've been doing this long enough.
Sorry.
Talking into the ceiling.
No, I thought,
Come on, dude.
Projecting. Here's the problem, okay? They think it's not a close game.
But if you have a bet on the game, it is a close game.
If you have you had 34 points, right?
I was winning 34-0 with Alabama State.
That's why it's a good game.
Right.
So they can't just not show it.
But look, if they show that game and not show a game that's closer, they're admitting that gambling runs this country. I mean,
and it does.
It was a huge blowout from the beginning, so they stopped showing it. So you just got to see updates.
What was the final score?
Duke won by 35 points.
No.
96. 61.
61.
Wow.
And
I was like counting.
How great.
And I show the score at the top corner there, and I had to watch it 5 times before I did the math properly. I'm at 61 plus 30, yeah. So.
Oh my God! Do you think they just scored that extra basket to just screw the point spread?
I don't know how these guys figure out these.
You must have been sweating bullets.
Okay, listen, well, first of all, yesterday, gambling-wise, the floodgates opened.
You're going to say something?
I got a little bit of a frenzy yesterday.
What did you do?
I'm doing great, though. I'm doing fantastic.
What happened?
You know what? So we have the meeting yesterday, right?
And then I got to go to Mike Walker.
Yeah, we got the meeting yesterday, right? First game starts at
11:30.
No, 12:15, I think it is.
Right. About
so the meeting ends, I guess it's like 11:45. Artie must be shaken. Because as soon as the meeting's over, he's out in the hallway on his cell phone. And I hear him going, I guess, you're not allowed to gamble money, so it's a code. And he's like, I'll take Alabama State 200 times. I'll take this 300 times.
What's 200 times?
Well, no, I bet. Well, see, it's because. All right. 200 times is $1,000. Right. But you could. The easier way to say that is a dime. Mm-hmm. But or a nickel for 500. But
your bookie doesn't like that.
My guy is a landscaper, and he was on a job.
Right. Oh my!
And there was like a snowblower in the background, so I was yelling at him, and he couldn't hear anything I was saying. So I said a dime, and he said, "What? One time?" I said 200 times, and then he finally got what I was talking about. I had to yell a few different.
You probably bet $20 million.
Yeah, you don't know what you bet.
No, not with this guy.
But Artie's not even down the hallway privately.
Guy's a landscaper and a bookie?
Yeah, he's not a big-time guy.
Right. So his bookie business isn't doing that well.
Yeah, I mean, he pays for some of his kids' schooling with it.
Right.
I have that game was Florida. I had Florida. I lost, so that's minus 1,100. I had St. Joe's given 23.5.
Nice.
They only won by 19. That's minus 1,100. I bet UConn given 20. They only won by 17.
You lost.
That was only a nickel.
And
So that's minus 550.
Okay. Because you got to pay the VIG.
Here's the worst part. Stanford, Texas, San Antonio. Stanford's given 25. I take Texas, San Antonio. Same exact thing.
26 points.
Stanford won by 26.
Oh, what a day!
Now you're thinking this is like an omen. So after the Duke game, I was down 3,400.
Right.
So in just like an absolute frenzy loser mess.
You got
There's
on the
one
phone?
last game at 9:30. I get the guy, and he's all tired from snow blowing all day. I get him out of bed, and I put $3,000 on Seton Hall.
Oof.
Right. Oh, they must love you.
Okay, so
because you're gonna now make up for your big loss.
Right. So Seton Hall is getting 3 from Arizona.
Okay.
I start watching the game, pacing in my bedroom.
What time is it now?
Now it's like almost 10.
Right.
10, about 10:30, Seton Hall's down by 14 points.
Right.
I lay down and I fall asleep. I wake up today at 4 a.m. I get up, I throw ESPN on because they have the updates on the back. I find out that Seton Hall won, baby! A big cover! Seton Hall won outright.
Wow.
So I'm kicking ass. I'm only down $400.
That's kicking ass.
So
kicking ass. I'm kicking ass.
All I
It's a good day. Artie only lost 400.
All I lost was the VIG.
Wow.
So you started the day.
You should have covered the VIG, dude, with the 3,400.
I know. I would have.
Do it.
I just figured, I'll make myself even. Right. But I would have been down. I would have been
400
down.
minus 400 is even to you.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So you're even. When you tell people I'm even.
I say I'm even.
Yeah.
But he would have been down 6,400?
6,700.
Wow. Big swing.
Now, Artie,
that would have been a bad Thursday.
If you're down 6,700, is today's first bet $6,000?
No.
Dude, it's such a 50-50 chance with your bets, and you lose almost every one of them.
Well, can I say something weird that's going on in the office? Jason, last week, started piggybacking the opposite of Artie's bets.
How did he do?
Well, he won a bunch of games yesterday.
Right.
And he probably didn't know about Seton Hall, so he probably won a ton of money.
Especially that Duke game. As soon as he heard Artie taking Duke, he took the other team.
Right.
See, I also had Syracuse for a nickel. I had UTEP for a nickel. I don't even know what UTEP is.
University of Texas El Paso.
Okay. Why do you bet it if you don't even know it?
Because it just makes it more fun.
Right.
But CBS has got to sell off some of these games somewhere. They don't cover the big.
I know. So I was trying to watch Duke.
They didn't. They were showing game like the Princeton game. They were showing Princeton.
I know. That's what I saw.
Texas Princeton. They're showing, and you just get updates of that Duke score. And
right.
Duke
You're trying to watch that little square.
At one point, Duke was up by 40.
Why don't they have like a guy like you, a hardcore degenerate, sitting there calling which games they should be covering?
Don't they have there's not a channel you can buy?
I think they sold some to DirecTV.
Right, if you get DirecTV, you can get every game.
Don't they have a March Madness thing?
Right. You don't have DirecTV?
No.
So, bro, come over my place. You could put it on.
Oh, thanks. I'll be over
he'll be at your house at
I don't care. Sit there and watch TV. I don't care.
Actually, see, today's Friday. Me and some of the guys here, we're going, I'll be drunk by 11:30.
All right, will you?
We're going to go out and bet the game.
I know there's a lot of people on the phone, and I have some funny stories to tell you, including Artie stories.
Artie's?
Yeah.
Artie made the stories?
Artie made the stories.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Would you?
Oh. No, I just think it's funny that you told Gary to bet, March Madness or Sweet 16 is going on now.
Yeah.
And Artie was walking around here yesterday because Gary got $1,000 to bet from Cabby's website.
Right.
So Gary's going to bet it. And, of course, Artie goes, you should bet the whole 1,000. And Gary goes, yeah, then what should I do? He goes, when you get 2,000, bet the whole 2,000, and you'll have 4,000.
And I said, okay, that's good.
That's good, but at 4,000, I'm going to put it in the bank. And Artie goes, I bet the whole 4,000 and get 8,000.
See, Artie doesn't realize
Artie bets till he loses.
Right, he keeps going until there's nothing left.
Yeah.
That's right. He won't ever get any money.
That money burns a hole in his pocket.
If he got up to 64,000, you know what he would say? I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
Well, at some point, you have to decide whether you're a pussy gambler or you have a problem.
See, I would say, wow, I got $64,000. Maybe I'll put $63,000 in the bank and start over with 1,000.
Yeah, this is real money. I could do something with it.
I can't lose. I'm hot.
But it's given money. Gary was like, it's on the table.
Right, but then you would have $63,000 that you didn't have to pay for it and didn't have to lay out a dime for. How great would that be?
Right.
Artie doesn't see it that way.
So Artie gave me what he calls...
He sees it all as money you never would have had anyway.
Right.
But then he loses it all because he keeps it there until it goes away.
That's right.
Artie gave me yesterday what he called his 4-star bet. Today he's got a 5-star bet. But this was
yesterday he goes to Gary. Got a 4-star bet for you. What was the 4-star bet?
It was Pitt giving 5 points to Marquette.
So Casey.
Why is that a 4-star bet?
Because you can't miss.
Pitt, come on, it's Pitt.
It's Pitt. You got it's great. It's a great bet, right? So Casey gets a hold of Gary. He goes, listen, the spread just went to 6. Don't bet that. So Gary listened to Casey. Of course, Artie's bet didn't come through.
Not only did it not come through, but Marquette won.
Yeah.
Not only did Pitt not cover, they didn't even win.
But here's what you're not understanding. I didn't bet it either.
Yeah, Artie would have hung me out.
You didn't bet the 4-star bet? Why?
I didn't bet the 4-star bet. Because of the...
Why?
Because of the line change, number one. It went up again.
But you didn't get back to Gary?
And I tried to... Well, Gary, I thought Gary would figure it out.
I wouldn't have. I had my hand on the mouse. I was ready to click. A kid goes, no.
When stuff like that happens, something's wrong. Something's going on. And I stayed away from it.
What did you bet?
I bet Arizona, and I won.
Oh, okay.
Now, today's your 5-star can't-miss bet. This is the best bet of the tournament, I'm told.
Yeah. All right, let's hear it.
Syracuse giving 5 to Auburn. Buy the car right now.
Here's what he said. Syracuse is playing in Albany.
Right.
Practically a home game.
Yeah. Right, it is. Practically a home game for Syracuse.
Practically.
Yeah. And it's only 5 points. Auburn shouldn't be where they are right now.
Can the spread change? It could turn out to be one of those bets that you eventually don't bet on?
Yes. If there's a major, if there's a change late in the spread, that's kind of an indication.
Hey, here's how little I know about gambling. If I would have bet it right now and the spread's at 5, and the spread moves, is my bet locked in at 5?
Yes.
So they can't change the spread later on.
You can lock it in at 5. But wait, so you got $2,000?
No, I got $1,000. I never bet.
Oh, you didn't bet at all?
No.
Oh.
No, if I would have bet last night, I would have had no grand.
So bet the grand on Syracuse, man.
Well, you got to make a commitment at some point.
I do.
Bet the whole thing, Gary.
There's a part of me that says, let me just go decide what I want to do, and that's my own idiocy.
Artie always loses.
Well, you know what happened?
Casey's vehemently against this bet.
You know what happened to me? I would have bet. I called Cappy's site, and they needed, like, usernames, account numbers. I'm like, I don't know any of that. So I couldn't get it in, and then by the time I could, it changed.
It saved you a lot of money.
The line changed, and it saved me money, so I would have bet it. I couldn't get through to Cappy's thing.
Right.
So, you know. But tonight is, I mean, I'm telling you, if you're a kid out there in Jersey, buy the Monte Carlo right now. Buy it. Buy ya.
Gambler.
Walk into the Chevy dealer and go, listen, I want a Monte SS Fire! Because I got Syracuse tonight. Giving 5.
Nice.
He, you know, I trust him. But it is $2,500. It's a lot of money.
So you're not gambling, and these guys call you at home, and then they get you gambling.
It's like they pull you back in, man.
No.
And
what's doing with the drinking? Have you slowed down at all, or are you just going as heavy as ever?
I hadn't had a drink in a week, and then Saturday night I had a gig in Delaware.
I heard you were completely messed up.
Christ, I was low.
I mean, a million emails about how Artie was a complete waste.
Well, I was drunk, yeah. Well,
they said you couldn't even continue with your show after a while.
That's not true.
That the whole thing totally disintegrated on you.
That people just make stuff up.
Really?
Ask anybody I was working with. It was fine.
Even second show you were all right?
Well, I only did one show.
Oh, one show? Okay.
Yeah.
It says here you were totally...
I was drunk, but you see, what happens is, here's what happened. And Scott DePace was at the show, so he'll confirm this. I'm backstage. I get there backstage. It's 1,000 people in this concert hall, the Big Kahunaville in Delaware.
Nice.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
And we sell it out, 1,000 people, which is very nice. The owner comes up to me and goes, before the show, he goes, listen, I got a little bit of a problem. I go, what? He goes, about 200 people have gone up to the bartenders, and they want to buy you a drink.
Oh, boy, 200.
Yeah, and I go, well, look, man, I can't drink 200 drinks. So,
who knows?
Although I've tried.
Right.
And at the time, I had started drinking already. Pre-show, I was backstage with Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
Oh, dear.
He came by, me and him were doing shots, me and DePace were doing shots. So I said, look, I already started drinking. I can't do that. I said, look, 20 minutes into my act, if you got a couple of hot broads working here, have them bring up a couple of drinks. And just like 2, and that'll appease them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk out on stage with a tumbler of liquor. Like a tumbler of Jack Daniels, you know, like a big glass.
Right, and it's no faking it. You're not Dean Martin who would fake.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, people pay, I think about $28 to see me. I'm going to drink. I'm not.
Right.
They
want to see you drunk.
I'm a song and dance man.
Yeah.
So I get out there, and I'm drinking that already, and 20 minutes into my act, these 2 hot chicks come up, and they bring me another 2 drinks, but not drinks. Like, I'm talking like a carafe of Jack Daniels.
And you have no ability to say no to it.
Well, what am I going to do? There's people, there's crazy. You should have seen the front row. They were maniacs.
Isn't there a way to kind of fake it, like to keep your lips pursed and just get a little bit of alcohol in there?
There is a way. I haven't figured it out yet. In 20 years of stand-up,
right. You have to drink the whole thing.
Yeah, but you don't chug it. You sip it.
Oh, no, he chugs it.
No, I chugs it. I almost feel...
I chugs it.
I almost feel an obligation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now there's a big stool on stage. Like a Christmas show, there's all poinsettias.
So you made a stool on stage.
Yeah, an alcohol-filled stool.
Yeah.
And there was all these poinsettias they put out because it was like a Christmas show or something. And at the end of the night, I was just kicking them and destroying them. So I put the 3 drinks on the stool, and I said, look, guys, I promise you I'll finish these drinks before I get off stage. And there's like a...
And you did.
You know. So I do another 10 minutes, and then I go, all right, I'm going to drink this one. And I chug the first one through a straw.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And it's Jack Daniels?
It's Jack Daniels.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, man, whatever. And then, you know, I light a cigarette, and I don't think...
All right, man, whatever.
And then I don't think there's cigarette smoking allowed. And then I then go into the rest of my act, which, you know, when you're that drunk, like, my act to me is like, it's like a computer in my head. I could almost do it in any situation.
Right.
But I was pretty loaded. So I start doing my act, and then when I think another 10 minutes has gone by, I pick up the other drink, and I go, you know, because they're all drunk.
Right.
And then I chug that. Now I'm ossified.
Right.
All right. Now, and I've only been on stage for about a half an hour. So my obligation is I got to do about 45 minutes, you know, as the headliner.
Right.
As the person you've come to see. As the person you've spent your money to see on a Saturday night. So then I do another 15 minutes, and then I can remember going into a bit. I wrote a new bit that I wanted to try, and in that state, you shouldn't try a new bit.
Right.
Let's go, baby.
But I wrote a new bit about Gisele Bündchen, the
supermodel.
And because I was drunk, I got stuck on the name Bündchen.
Yeah.
So I just kept saying Gisele Bündchen. Bündchen. and then like no one knew. I kept going, you know, Gisele Bündchen, the supermodel, Gisele Bündchen.
Sounds like a good bit.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
But not 10 minutes of it.
Well, listen, so the bit was if, you know how... you know how guys pick up after their dogs after they go to the bathroom?
Right.
You know, I was like, there's no way a guy treats anything that good unless he's having sex with it. So to me, you know, a lot of people are having sex with their dogs.
Right.
And if a supermodel agreed to date me, like Gisele Bündchen.
Yeah. You would.
We were walking down Fifth Avenue, and Gisele Bündchen just stopped on Fifth Avenue and 37th Street and took like a super.
Duper had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, right. Took like a super, whatever they do, whatever comes out, like crystal meth and sushi, whatever comes out of a supermodel.
Right.
I would pick it up because she's Gisele Bündchen.
Right.
and she's a hot model, and she's agreed to have sex with a loser like me, and I love Gisele Bündchen. And then I might have said, like, you know, now she dates Leonardo DiFaggio. I might have said DiFaggio a few times.
Right.
Which the crowd loved.
Right.
I said, the hell with Leonardo DiFaggio. Gisele Bündchen to be with me. And then I just said Gisele Bündchen about 10 times.
Right.
Now it kind of killed.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It did very well. And then I went into this homophobic rant that I close with.
Right. Everyone loves that.
Love it. It's like my Rosalita.
Yeah.
and then I just started kicking poinsettias. Like, Merry Christmas! And I kicked all the poinsettias, and some of the security guys were getting hit with poinsettia dirt.
Right.
Oh, no.
By that time, I looked over at Levy, who likes to, like, he times me, and he goes, you know, you've done like 50. You've almost done an hour. So
right.
Your obligation here is fine. We're going to get paid and everything.
Right.
So then at the end, I had promised High Pitch Eric that he could come up. So now, just ossified drunk, I go, High Pitch Eric!
Hi, Daddy!
He comes out,
right.
And now there's a huge applause
right.
at first.
They love him.
Because it's High Pitch Eric.
Right.
Huge applause. So it's a wireless mic, and I give High Pitch Eric the mic. Now, he takes the mic. Now,
big mistake.
You have got to see his confidence now. He feels like he is Elvis. He just, like, walks around with a swagger. Right. He puts his head down. He puts
like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he puts the mic, like, you know, Eddie Murphy, the way he came out in concert like that. You know, you'd see that silhouette, and he'd walk out in the leather outfit and
right.
stuff. So High Pitch Eric walks out. They're cheering. He goes, Hi, Daddy.
Place goes nuts.
Place goes nuts.
Hi, Daddy.
Then he goes, Who's High Pitch?
Everyone goes nuts.
Everyone goes nuts.
Who's High Pitch?
Then he goes, now I want to do a couple of my impressions.
No, then he should leave.
Okay? All right. 1,000 people in unison go, boo! Like, I never saw
right.
He's
not funny. Yeah.
I never saw a crowd turn on a human being quicker. Like,
right.
Not only booing, going, you fag, you smelly fag, throwing stuff.
Right.
So now,
what do you think turns it? It's just like he's doing fine.
He says the things they hear him say on the show,
and then he should leave.
And then he should just. But he feels he's got a half an hour.
Right.
So I always tell him, I go, High Pitch, listen, when I ask for the microphone back, you have to give it back to me because we're paying him. We give him a couple $100, and you're going to get your money, but I get the mic back when I ask for it. He goes, fine. Backstage, he's all fine. So now he's like, here's my Robert De Niro. What are you looking at? Hey, what are you looking at? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? And all you hear is, boo, faggot, because this is Wilmington, Delaware. These are like real fans. These are Philadelphia people. They are crazy. It's a riot going on.
Right.
Everyone's standing. It's a rock club. They're drinking, doing shots. So they start throwing stuff at him. So I'm trying to get the mic I'm chasing him around stage. He won't let me have the mic. No, Artie, I've got an act. No.
Oh. That's embarrassing to be chasing him.
So I'm chasing him drunk. I'm stumbling. I almost trip over a poinsettia trying to get to him. And finally, he doesn't know what to do. Now the crowd starts chanting, Artie, Artie.
Right.
Like, in unison, they're going, Artie, Artie, Artie.
Now you're a wrestler.
So, right. So now High Pitch is insulted at that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, because they're chanting my name.
Right.
He hasn't done his act yet. So
his act.
I go, listen, man, it's over. Just give me the mic. So I take the mic, and I go, ladies and gentlemen, High Pitch Eric, and then they boo, but then the boos turn into applause as he leaves.
Right.
The good thing is that killed about 10 minutes, so now I've done an hour. So now I just go, another hand for Bob Levy, another hand for Paulie Delangelo, all these guys we were working with. Jimmy Florentine was with us,
right.
Always great. So it was a great show, but I was as drunk as a human being could possibly be.
Right.
So I went to say, are you guys fans of the Howard Stern Show? Now that they just erupt in like crazy standing ovation.
Right.
So when I go to the side of the front of the stage to give the mic, I almost fell into the front row, which would have been just the best,
Great.
the best ending.
Yeah.
That's an ending.
That would have been the best ending.
Right on your head.
Right on my head.
Right.
I didn't. They cheer. I go, thanks for all your support, guys. Guys, we love you. I leave. And then before I left, I just went, Giselle Bündchen.
Right.
For no reason. And that got applause. And then I stumbled off the stage. And then it was a point where the next day, I didn't remember.
Doesn't that bother you,
It was one of those awful mornings. And look, I'm not trying to make light of this.
Right.
But Sunday morning, Florentine drove me home. We got paid. We made great money. It was a successful night. The next morning, I woke up. We stopped at a Burger King on the way home. I had like 4 double cheeseburgers. Florentine had a friend who was at a...
Why so many burgers? Because you're trying to get rid of the high?
No, just because you're drunk and hungry. You know, you don't know how... So we stopped at a rest stop, and I got like 4 bacon double cheeseburgers.
Is it enjoyable, or you're so drunk you can't even enjoy it?
Howard, there's not a gourmet restaurant on the planet that can match the taste of a Burger King double cheeseburger at 4 o'clock in the morning. It is just... It is a delicacy. It's an American... It's genius. Nothing tastes that good.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because like there is simple, like I could eat a bagel with turkey on it,
right?
And that tastes good to me, better than any gourmet meal I've ever had.
I mean, look, and through you guys, I've gone to some great restaurants, and they're fine meals. But that double cheeseburger with fries and a chocolate shake at 4 a.m.
can't beat it.
It's unbeatable.
Right.
But why 4?
Because
he's obese. Let me make a memo to myself: never take Artie to a fine restaurant.
4.
What a waste of money.
Yeah, really.
Because I have
take him to Burger King.
Why 4? Because I don't know. I have a problem.
Wow.
I got home, and the next morning, Sunday morning, I wake up at like 11 o'clock, and there's nothing worse than the feeling of realizing that the night before you spoke publicly with a microphone, and you don't remember a lot of it.
All right, but let me ask you something.
Like you had a mic.
Isn't this getting like last night I went to dinner with 2 people, business meeting.
Yeah.
And everyone ordered wine. And I just said, during the week I'm not going to drink wine because, I don't know, I wake up with a headache and all that stuff. And if I have 1 glass, I'm going to want 2. And and it's like a weeknight, you know what I mean? It's like this is sort of a governor on my drinking.
Right.
Well, that's me. You don't ever say to yourself, you know what, I'll just have 1 or 2 drinks. It'll be nice.
Now, here's an argument you're not going to buy, but that's the only time I've had a drink in the last, week and a half.
But it is a binge you go on.
Complete binge.
Yeah.
But it is encouraged by the gig. It is encouraged by
that's an excuse.
Yes. Let me ask a question, Artie.
When I'm on stage and they buy me these drinks, what do you want me to do? What's the alternative?
What you do is you keep 2 or 3 dummy drinks there that are water, and you drink them down.
Okay.
Come on, you know that. Yeah, iced tea, something that looks like Jack Daniels.
Let me ask you something. Can you go through a weekend without drinking?
Yes. I can.
No, you can't. That's a lie. All right.
No,
nobody believes that.
It's not a lie. But there's weekends where me and Dana
in jail he can.
In jail you can get booze. There's weekends where me and Dana go out to a couple of nice dinners, and I barely drink at all.
You drink, but you barely drink.
I have 2 drinks. That's not drinking.
Captain Jenks, you're on the air.
Morning, Howard. Hey, to Artie's credit, man, these people in Delaware, man, I've done quite a few gigs there. They have a talent of drinking. In fact, it's like drinking so much that the state law closes bars in Delaware at 1 a.m. instead of 2.
This was in Wilmington, Delaware. This place, Big Kahunaville. Now, these people...
I've been there many times.
These were the most fun people I've ever... We should go to Wilmington instead of Vegas next time.
Howard.
And there were... Howard,
You know what these people do?
There were hot chicks there.
Really?
Smoking
Oh, yeah.
hot.
Like San Francisco. I saw the hottest chicks in San Francisco.
Dude, I don't know. My buddy, this kid Paulie, who I work with, pointed out a couple of them were Philadelphia Eagles cheerleaders out there. I mean, they were like 10.
Did you hear about George Carlin in Vegas the other night? He was up. I just read about it in the paper. He went up on stage, and I guess he was disgusted. And he said, I don't know where he was, the Mirage or one of these hotels. And he said, you know what, you guys, anybody who comes to Vegas is an idiot. This is a room full of idiots. Now I'm making this, I'm embellishing.
It sounds like Carlin, though.
And he goes, think about it. Anybody who would fly halfway across the country, come to this place to give all your money to some big corporation, and then fly away and leave happy, you're just a bunch of happy idiots. And he goes, I can't do this anymore. I can't talk to idiots or something like that.
And he left? Did he walk off stage?
I think he did his whole... Wait. I mean, it was wild. He just went berserk.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, he just had it with Vegas. But then it says in the article, I think, that he's switching hotels and he's coming back again. So.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know how for real he is.
And you know, Howard, these people in Delaware, they're so nuts that, like I said, state law closes the bars at 1 instead of 2. So what they'll do is when the bars close at 1, they'll all jump in their cars drunk and drive to Pennsylvania to make that last hour in Pennsylvania, and then drive back to Delaware.
That's a serious commitment to drinking.
Oh, yeah. And I've done gigs in Delaware many times, and people just buy you drinks, and it's like, you have to have a dummy drink there, otherwise you're going to get hammered.
This is from page 6.
All right.
George Carlin to Vegas, I hate you. George Carlin ended his relationship with the MGM Grand in Las Vegas with a devastating diss the other night. The Costa comic finished his 4-year run with a dark set that included riffs on suicides and beheadings and made it clear that he couldn't wait to get the bleep out of Sin City. The Las Vegas Review-Journal, Norm Clark, he reports that Carlin told the crowd of 700 that he was looking forward to going back east where the real people are. People who go to Vegas, you got to question their bleeping intellect. Traveling hundreds and thousands of miles to essentially give your money to a large corporation is kind of effing moronic.
He's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked.
I know. That's why I'm always getting here is these kind of screwball people with very limited intellects. When a woman yelled something that sounded like "stop degrading us," Carlin fired back, "Thank you very much," whatever that was. I hope it was positive. If not, well, the B word for oral sex, be me.
You got to get him on the show to ask him about that.
Carlin isn't ready to leave town yet. He's jumping to the Stardust in February after falling out with the MGM Grand. So he's not like...
Oh, maybe, I don't know if the Stardust is independently owned. He's just pissed at the corporation.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say this, but Carlin is the friend who put the bet in for me.
Meanwhile, the front page of the Post today is so happy that J-Lo's price per movie is down. She only gets like $10 million a movie now.
No, $12 million still.
Oh. I'm like, wow. Like, she cares. So instead of like $15 million, she's down to $12 million.
No, she always made $12 million.
Oh.
Do you see what you have to read the article to see
I'm
what's going on.
just looking at it. Just caught my eye.
The Post is saying she still makes $12 million a film, but Renee Zellweger, who made, I think, $10 million a film last year, made $12 million this year. So they're putting her ahead of J-Lo.
But the New York Post is really happy about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? And I'm happy about it.
We're all happy about it.
I'm happy about that.
Let's face it.
Well, why shouldn't her flops affect her bottom line?
Yeah, my flops have affected my bottom line.
But you know what you're saying is it really didn't affect her bottom line.
No.
I'm down to $5,000 a movie.
That's your quote?
That's my quote.
What is it, High Pitch?
Hey, Howard,
yeah.
I agree with Artie. I was in my drive at Joey Booth's on Saturday night.
Oh, who cares?
I was hungry, and I was drunk. I thought the Roy Rogers...
You know what? Just go out and say hi to the crowd and then go home.
Hello. Why?
Because you're not funny.
I was funny.
Don't make Artie chase you.
Yeah, Bobo, you're on the air.
Don't make a drunk Artie chase.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, listen, I put together a little Artie Lang trivia.
Okay.
That's quickly, all right? What was the worst moment in Artie's life? Was it A, getting caught with coke and then beat up by the cops? Spending a week in jail on bank robbery charges? Or getting stuck in a revolving door with a 400-pound fan?
Well, how would you know the answer to this?
There was a magazine, Howard, I read some time ago, and it was in there, so I put it into question form.
I would think his father becoming a paraplegic would be worse than all those.
That didn't make the list?
Getting stuck with a 400-pound fan was the right answer on that one.
All right.
And what number 2? What do they refer to Artie online as? A, crack pipe addict. B, gambling junkie, or fat loser?
Fat loser.
Fat loser, right?
Yeah, fat loser.
Yeah, I know that.
I knew that.
Everyone knows that.
FL.
Yeah,
They call me FL.
Fat loser became FL.
Right.
I started that.
It's Artie Fat Loser Lang.
Well, fat loser was being used so often, they had to make it FL.
All right, thank you, Bobo.
Oh, Howard.
What?
You got anything from Steven Singer?
No.
Oh.
All right. Dennis, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, man.
I'm just curious, are you worried at all that when you go into 2006 and you leave radio to go to Sirius, that they're losing so much money right now that they'll be around?
Well, no, I'm not worried about that. I think the
I
company.
mean, you have more money than they do, so you could, like, buy it in case they go
I don't have
under.
more money than they do. There's the people who own Sirius have several $billion investment.
Really? It doesn't show up on their sheets. That's why I was just curious.
Well, no,
So they got $50 million in cash. They lost $169 million on the third quarter.
No, they have $250 million that they just took out in cash. And I mean, listen, I don't know all the, the sort of what's the word, machinations of what they do.
Well, I just don't know,
Who are you, Warren Buffett? No, I mean, what people.
No, I'm not Warren Buffett. I'm that guy that lives by Rush Limbaugh.
What people like me.
I love the stock. I'm making money.
What people like me are banking on, and what I would imagine other people are, and especially the people who own it, is that they feel it's the future. It's not the present. It's not where. We don't know where it's going to be in 5 years, in 2 years, in 1 year. There are predictions and rollout plans, but like any startup business, it's a risk, and it's a risk that a lot of big players have put billions of dollars into because they believe in it. Right. Now, it's the same way, I'm sure, when the personal computer business started. Everyone said no one needs personal computers. It'll only be companies. No one's going to have a laptop on their desk. It's that kind of thing. So some people believe.
I'm just wondering if you're.
Well, I'm answering your question, and you keep interrupting me.
Well, all right. I'll talk when you say what
Well, I mean, there's nothing to say. I believe that it will be around. Time will tell. I believe it's something that will catch on and be big. Now,
but they have 400,000 subscribers now.
No, they have 800,000.
So you got that's cool. All right.
Well, that's the starting point.
Hey, brother, I'm with you.
We're in
I'm with you.
We're in right at the beginning, and I happen to believe it's going to be big, but that's my belief. And
I believe I'm with you. I've been in the question I had to ask.
You don't let me talk. You're making me mental.
Shut up.
Hey,
you keep.
Take the mic from him.
You're making me mental.
Why do I make you mental?
Because you ask.
Because I say the truth. You like to talk to idiots all the time, right?
Because you say the truth. You've asked me a question. You didn't say any truth.
The truth. I just asked you. They're losing money. The fourth quarter results. You're telling me something that I don't have.
You asked me my feeling on satellite radio, and what do I think it will be around a year from now? And I'm giving you my answer, and you're interrupting my answer. I don't mind that you ask a question. Allow me to answer.
All right, I apologize.
I got to get off the phone with you. You're retarded. Yeah, I'll sit and talk to you.
Hey, retard.
The answer is no, I'm not afraid.
I feel like blowing my mind up.
Holy mackerel. And the people who are investing in this thing aren't afraid, evidently. I mean, the NFL and bringing me over and all that other stuff. And I have always believed that there is a future, a huge future for this technology. Now, the hell do I know?
The NFL, the NCAA tournament, that's huge.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I just think the whole technology is important. But you're right. It's not a business now that makes money by any stretch of the imagination.
It definitely is a risk.
It's a risk, but it's a risk that some people believe is worth taking.
Got to take risks in life.
Sometimes you got to take risks. Artie Lang.
I mean, why do you think I got here?
All right.
I'm here.
He left a good-paying job on the docks to get here.
I'm over here.
That's right. All right, we got to take a break.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Just as I have a solution for me getting off the road a lot next year. I'm only going to be doing big gigs. You know why?
Why?
I have a DVD coming out Monday.
Oh, right.
That's right.
It's an excellent DVD.
Monday, December 13th. You can get it over my website.
Wow. You have a website?
Because of this DVD, which it's the Whiskey Talkin'.
Yeah.
I got a website where you could buy. It's going to be in stores, I think, at some point next year, but it'll be over my website exclusively Monday the 13th.
Why didn't you put it in stores for Christmas?
Well, because the distributor couldn't get them in stores in time.
So as a Christmas gift, it would be on the website.
Yes.
All right.
You can get it before Christmas if you go to the website.
Yeah, and it's...
you want to plug your website or no?
Well, it's called Artie-Lang.com.
Why Artie-Lang?
Because a Japanese company owns Artie-Lang.com.
You're kidding me.
Swear to God, they bought it. They bought it when I was on Mad TV. Apparently, there's these companies in Japan. They just go up and down everybody who's on a TV show.
What a rip.
And in case they become famous...
Oh, my God.
They buy your website. They've owned it for like 8 years, and I have a lawyer. They're like, They want like hundreds of thousands of dollars for it.
Are you kidding?
So
you called them and you said, hey, I'll buy it from you.
I had a lawyer call him. Yeah, I said, look, I have a DVD coming out, and I want to plug gigs. I mean, I'm the only comedian I know who doesn't have a damn website.
Right.
And it's really helpful. And the guy's like, you know what? It's going to cost you a lot of money.
How much did they quote you? I mean, let me hear the highway robbery.
Something like the guy wanted something like $200,000 or something.
Get the hell out.
Did you tell him you were Artie Lang?
Well, yeah. They're
$200,000.
See, now they're aware. They're aware that I have the ability from being on your show to make money, I think.
Yeah.
And they're aware that a comedian selling a DVD over a website is a way they make money, and it's that valuable to them.
Isn't it great that someone that just takes you, I mean, that it's just the lowest goddamn thing.
And you know what, Howard? It happened, I was on Mad TV in 1995. These people just randomly look at people on TV shows and go, this guy, you know, who knows? He may be a loser, but he may become Jack Nicholson. I'm going to buy his website. And it's crazy how they're just allowed to do that. And in 1995, God, I didn't even have a cell phone. I don't know anything about technology.
Right.
And so now, last year, when I shot this DVD, I said, okay, a main way I'm going to sell it is over a website. We go to get it, and that's what I find out. So it's Artie-Lang. That's the easiest way to do it. Artie-Lang, lang.com.
God,
oh, there it is. There's your website. What's that picture from high school?
No, that's like 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, you look good.
And that's me on stage. I taped the DVD at the Tempe Improv in Arizona. It was a great show. It was a great...
All right, great. I saw the DVD. I loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought it was great. All right, listen, I got to take a break. Everyone,
thank you.
Help Artie out with that before he drops dead from alcoholism.
Before he falls into the front row.
Right. We'll be back right after these words.
But yeah, Beth really likes good-looking guys. We had quite an interesting conversation at the dinner table.
What'd she say? Because that's why she's with me. I'm the hottest guy ever.
We started talking about Train, and she was like, Robin, what do you think of that guy who sings lead for Train? And we were talking about how good-looking he is.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about Superboy, Clark.
Yeah, she loves
Tom Welling is his name.
Yeah.
And we were carrying on about how we almost faint every time he takes off his shirt on that show.
I know. But you two broads are stuck with me and Mr. X.
Well, that's what's weird about dating a hot chick. They claim that, like Dana tells me, oh, no, you're my type. I love you. But then every other guy she likes
is hot.
Is hot. I go, well, if I'm your type, shouldn't you be saying that, you know...
Like, you should be into ugly guys
like
because...
the King of Queens should be.
Yeah, if you're into... Yeah, she should think the guy in King of Queens.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, if you like me, shouldn't you have a poster of Mel from the show Alice on your...
Skipper from
if I'm your type and you're... You're right, if you're not...
I'm a big fan of Skipper from Gilligan's Island. Oh, okay, I know why you're into me.
He's a real hunk.
If you're not BSing me by saying...
Like, I had a buddy in high school.
Yeah.
He had the hottest girlfriend I ever saw.
Right.
And we couldn't figure out why she was into him. And then we found out all she dated was black guys. She was a white chick, only would date black guys and was only attracted to black guys.
Right.
And my buddy is a white guy who looks like a black guy.
Well, then he was her type.
So, yeah, so that made sense. It was like, and then we found out, and then it turned out her family was happy because he was white, technically.
Right.
Even though he looks black. And then she went back to, like, being with black guys. He was just too white.
Yeah, the family accepted him. That wasn't any good.
But that made sense. So, like, how come, like Beth is, like, sitting there oozing over Pat Monahan, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, well, how can you then how could I be appealing to you?
Right.
You know, I mean, if you were into the Wicked Witch of the West, you could be into me.
You know who's really hot? The Wicked Witch of the West. And you go, You know who's really hot? Weird Al Yankovic. Joey Ramone. He's hot.
She's never said that?
Based on going out with me, she should be hot for William Hung.
I believe I can fly.
Hey, he's hot.
I believe I can fly.
I'm like, well, what do you find attractive about me, then?
I think it's going every night and day.
Yeah.
Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can
You know what? This really is too good. It should be really bad music.
Yeah, it's funnier when he sings without music.
Yeah.
Like, you know that scene in The Sopranos this past episode where he takes off his clothes and goes in the pool? And dives in. Dana's like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, well, that's exactly what I look like.
I mean, that's the same body type.
I mean, that's me.
Yeah. You might have smaller breasts.
That's what I would look like diving into a pool.
I know. That's what she should be attracted to. By the way, Dana looked real good. She's looking very Carmen Electra-ish, I thought.
I'm a Carmen Electra type guy.
Yeah, I mean, Dana should have, like, a major thing for Benji if she's into you.
Right.
And then you'd understand. You go, you know what? I can't get Benji. I'll go with Artie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that
She should have been into Captain Kangaroo as a sex object. She should have been into the guy on the Ed Sullivan Show who spun plates. So how could, like, I hear Beth talking about Superboy with Robin and talking about, all these guys, Pat Manahan from Train.
Yeah.
But Pat's good, man. Like, he was sitting there, I'm going like, man, she's getting all worked up. And I'm pretty sure he could get her.
At this point, she's going home with him.
Yeah. Like, if all he has to do is give the word.
Right.
Man,
I'll be lucky if she leaves with me.
Yeah. I just sit there and get angry because I'm like, you know what? I don't need you.
But that's what I start to laugh because you guys get upset.
No.
Now, meanwhile, you're waxing poetic over every chick that walks by.
It's a different thing. It's different. Where's that little prostitute, what do you call it, porno star from before?
Yeah, come on, get her in here.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no quality control on your governor.
Thank you for calling me governor, but I didn't win. Hello, governor.
And yet, if we say one guy looks good, you get all upset.
Yeah, I heard that conversation. Yeah.
I just know.
Dana should find John Madden attractive.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
she should be pleasuring herself to Dick Cheney.
If I'm your type, okay, so in other words...
She should be into Flounder.
Right, exactly.
That's right, John Belushi.
John Belushi.
Yeah,
right before he died.
John Candy should be up there.
There should be like a poster.
You know who's really hot? Like Dana should have joined the conversation. I like that John Candy. You know that film, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles? He's really cute in that.
Did you ever see a young picture of Ed McMahon?
You know who's hot? Jackie Gleason.
I get really hot for William Bendix in the Babe Ruth story.
I love that Newman from Seinfeld.
Why do you reminded me of Newman?
I'm a big Norm fan from Cheers.
I recently read in People that Newman is married, so I'm going to go out with Artie.
I'm your type, all right?
My boyfriend looks just like my favorite star.
You know who's really hot? Vinny Favale.
I love you. She does like Vinny.
Yeah, she must.
She's into him.
Vinny should be in the movie.
It's a similar build.
Yeah.
She should be. You know who's gross? The Rock.
Yeah. Ew, The Rock.
You know who's really ugly? Brad Pitt.
How could Jennifer Aniston stand?
How does she not date Flounder? She could have any man she wants.
Oh, my gosh, she could have any man she wants.
That poor girl wound up with Brad Pitt.
They should have a poster of, like, a grizzly bear on her wall.
in a thong.
What?
I want to introduce
She should go to the zoo.
Why does Jennifer Aniston want to bother?
And get a gorilla?
I'm really hot for those gorillas.
Why is Jennifer Aniston bothering with Brad Pitt when she can have Captain Lou Albano?
I want to bring somebody in right now.
Yeah.
Somebody we interviewed for something that we're doing, coming up on the air, who is a very hot chick who thinks that Artie's hot. And I just double-checked with her, because this is before we had this conversation. I said, you think Artie's hot? She goes, oh, yeah.
Let me get her. Who is this?
I'm going to bring her in.
Yeah, this is a joke.
Well, the question is not whether Artie's hot. Who else is she hot?
Right. Yeah, but let me handle the interview.
Okay.
Is it Star Jones? Oh, wow.
Oh, look at her.
That's our hot intern.
Lovely intern.
That's like maybe the hottest intern we've ever had.
This chick is so hot.
What's up?
Our Michelle Pfeiffer intern.
Yeah, our Michelle Pfeiffer-like intern thinks Artie's hot.
You know what happened? Here's the deal. We're doing the intern beauty pageant in a couple of weeks. So we pre-interview them just about which staff member do you think is good looking, and she made a point to say that Artie's hot.
Hey, Dana who? No offense. You'd go out with her, huh?
Oh, well, come on.
How old are you?
22.
She's legal, Artie.
I go out with you. You think Artie's hot?
Yeah, I always found him attractive, even before I even thought about this internship.
Hey, get close to the microphone.
Oh, no, I said I always thought he was attractive. I'm so embarrassed.
You sound like Jodie Foster, your voice.
Oh, that's what Gary always says.
That's
With
hot.
the glasses.
The glasses is Jodie Foster, but good looking Jodie.
So, yeah, the belly shirt thing is working for me. The whole thing.
I'm
Hey, don't.
today.
You have to point out a girl's got a belly shirt. She pulls her shirt down. Tell you what, Artie has betting slips older than you, but I could see him coupling up. So, when you say he's attractive, is he the kind of guy you would sleep with?
I don't know. Well, maybe if I
mean,
hang out with him for long enough. I don't know.
Wow. But you consider it.
I mean, I think it would just be fun. Like, I always said that Artie would be like the best time, you know?
That's not
like
hot.
the track, make
Name-
a couple of bets, go out for a couple of drinks.
Name 3 other guys you think are attractive.
In general?
Yeah, in general, the 3 most attractive men you've ever seen.
Adam Sandler's like my favorite.
But this is making sense to me. Go ahead. Who else?
Not making sense.
No, it is making sense.
Oh, okay. I used to like Pete Sampras, tennis player.
Okay.
Adam Sandler and Artie.
Maybe she's
You know what? No. Give me one more beside Artie. Who do you think is the hottest guy ever? Like show business type guys that we'd all know.
Oh, maybe Colin Farrell.
See, that does make sense.
Colin Farrell. See, yeah, that's where you lose it.
And Colin Farrell
It's not an Artie.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
And Artie is a beast.
Well, that's back to what, like, Dana's
See, you should
about, I guess. Like, she dates you, but then she picks out all these, like, model types.
You should think James Gandolfini is hot.
Right.
Based on thinking Artie's hot.
Or John Gotti.
Like, do you think James Gandolfini is hot?
I don't even know. Who is James?
The guy from The Sopranos?
Tony Soprano.
Sopranos. Oh, he's all right. I don't know. No, I don't like him. He doesn't do it for. I'd rather date Steve Buscemi before.
Wow. All right, let me ask you this.
You're out there. No, I'm totally out. No, I'm kidding. Steve Buscemi's gross. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not fat enough. What about, like, do you think... I'm trying to think of somebody who would be good here. Like, you know that guy Flounder? You wouldn't know him.
Newman.
Wow. Newman? You know Newman on Seinfeld?
Oh, no. I take that back. I love Jason Alexander. I told Gary this.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she said that's the one guy she'd love to meet.
Him and Adam Sandler were like my top. I love Jason Alexander.
But do you love Jason Alexander looks-wise?
I think he's attractive. I don't know. I guess I'm strange.
What, you know that guy in The Sopranos who takes care of Uncle Junior?
Bacala.
Bobby Bacala.
Bobby Bacala. Is he hot? No.
Steve Sharip is not hot.
It's just something. They just do something for me.
Has she ever seen Dominic Barbara?
You must find him incredibly attractive. I mean, before he lost the weight.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
Well, so you like guys who are fat and balding, I guess. That's kind of your thing.
Hairy except on their heads.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's a daddy thing.
It varies. It varies. I guess, you know what it is? I think it's personality that comes first. If the guy's funny, witty, has a sense of humor, I think that's more appealing than, like, a pretty face.
Look at Artie and get weak in the knees.
I mean, when Artie comes in...
Have you ever fantasized about Artie?
No, I guess, like, when Artie comes in, I could get, like, butterflies. I get nervous, you know what I mean? Like, he asked me to go to Starbucks for him once. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to Starbucks for Artie. Like, I got, like, all excited.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Artie,
Who
did
knew?
you know you had this...
Can I just tell the listening audience how hot this chick is? How hot is she?
She's a 10.
Yeah.
I'm a mess right now, but thank
As a mess, you're a 10, so imagine if you were dialed up.
Forget it.
Not to make you
faint.
Not to make you nervous, honey, but can you get me a sandwich?
Oh.
Hey, Artie, really turn her on. Send her to McDonald's.
Yeah, you know what, Artie? You should take her out and let her see you.
I'm getting an incredibly fattening sandwich for Artie. I can't believe it.
He's going to get even fatter.
Oh, he's going to be so fat.
You should have the experience of watching Artie down 2 cheesesteaks and then throw up.
Right. That's the guy we love.
That's the real fun.
That's hot. That's a good turn.
You have no idea what a turn on that is.
Howard, there's 2 more female interns out there, and they both say the same thing. They think he's physically attractive.
You've heard them say that.
We've discussed this before.
Let me see who else finds him attractive.
I know Kristen does. Wait, we've talked about
Let
this
me fix my hair. Wait a minute.
Howard, you should start... dating the interns.
I haven't even been covering my bald spot this semester.
No disrespect to Dana, though. We just talk about it like on the side, you know, if you were single.
Wow, all good-looking chicks.
Look at this. There's a parade of girls in here.
Oh, my God. You guys are in luck. I think Dana's leaving me for Walter Hudson.
You guys think Artie's hot?
Yeah, definitely. We always have.
Really?
Yes.
Artie's the cheesecake on the show?
Beefcake.
Oh, beefcake. Cheesecake.
Artie has a harem.
I have an appeal to me.
I'll tell you what, I will never diet again.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Why am I wasting my time? You know what? I'm now hard-boiling eggs, and that's all I eat all day.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And I dropped a pound.
Wow.
Like, you know? God damn it, I'm not wasting my time.
But are they into Artie's personality or into Artie's looks?
You're like, who else do you think is hot?
Well, mostly, I think he's hot, like, physically.
Like, who else is hot physically to you?
You, of course.
Oh, thank you, girls, but that's not necessary.
No,
I don't want to be lumped into that category.
You know, I don't understand how they walk around the studio and see KC and then pick Artie. And it's no cut against Artie, but look at
what is KC?
Is
well,
KC
that was
hot?
the question.
Excuse me, Gary.
No, wait a second. Like, what
We
famous...
always thought Artie was... Oh, what famous person?
Yeah, what famous person do you find hot?
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
How do you look at Brad Pitt and think he's hot and then think Artie's hot?
Kristen likes Steve-O. Oh, yeah, I'm obsessed with
Yeah, she's
So does Robin.
She wants to go. She wants to hook up with Steve-O. Steve-O's coming in a couple weeks. Like I think she wants to date him.
Oh, he'll date you. He'll date you right here in the back room.
Oh, absolutely. He'll have a
She might be up for that.
right in the green room.
You could have a date with him right back there.
I don't know about that.
All right, girls, thank you for proving the point that women are very turned on by Artie.
This is unbelievable.
I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words, and then we got to do news. Hey, Artie.
What's up, man?
Speaking of Artie.
Uh-oh.
No uh-oh. Funniest thing was, Artie got a computer.
Yeah.
Right.
So, with the computer, he got all the accoutrements. He got the computer bag. And I see he carries his computer bag with him now.
Like the laptop bag.
Right.
The laptop bag.
Laptop.
No.
Toomey laptop.
He's got the Toomey laptop bag, top of the line. And he goes, oh, I love this laptop bag. I go, yeah, but you don't carry a laptop. So I see he reaches in, he pulls out a cupcake.
Yeah.
He has a chocolate cupcake, like a...
The Hostess cupcakes with a little vanilla swirl.
I'm like, Artie's carrying a briefcase. He's getting all professional about his job, and he's carrying Hostess cupcakes in his laptop bag.
But they were the low-fat Hostess.
He goes, a low-fat.
40% low-fat.
Right.
I said, so they're Hostess cupcakes that don't even taste very good.
You want to talk about the way I eat? It's rubbing off now on my girlfriend. She did the most romantic thing this morning.
What'd she do? She becoming an enabler?
No, she slept over, and when she sleeps over, she gets up early with me and leaves. And she left even earlier than me because she saw I was running late. She felt bad that I was running late. So I get downstairs. I go to the diner I always go to. I go inside, and waiting for me, already bought a nice large chocolate milk. And the Greek guy goes, your girlfriend bought this for you.
It was just waiting for him.
It was waiting for me, yeah.
I bought him his chocolate milk.
That was nice.
It doesn't end there. I had lunch with Artie yesterday. He has the 2 Hostess cupcakes. Comes to lunch. At lunch, he orders a bowl of oatmeal and 2 Cokes. Eats the oatmeal, has the Cokes. Then decides he wants 2 over-easy eggs with bread and ham.
Oh.
Eats the over-easy eggs, bread and ham, has another 2 Cokes. Then decides he...
What's with the Cokes?
No. I had 1 Coke. 2 Cokes I had.
Okay.
This guy got me 4 Cokes. I don't have 4.
Okay. Then orders a huge cake. Howard, a huge chocolate cake. This thing was like the size of, like 4 slices of regular cake?
They got great cake at that Brooklyn
A huge cake, starts eating the cake. Then he asked me at one point, is this carbs?
Oh, my God.
What
part of you doesn't follow the whole carb? And by the way, there's no, you keep blaming carbs. I mean, you're eating sodas and...
It gets better, Howard. So then
forget about it. You can eat some carbs.
5 meals in one.
So I'm with this guy, Kamal, and then Kamal goes, Artie, let's go to the movies. And Artie goes to me, what am I going to do? I go, I'm going to go jogging. He goes, that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to go jogging with you, so I can burn off some of this cake. So we go to watch this.
You have to jog to Pittsburgh to burn off that cake.
To bed or
so we go to Washington Square Park, and first we go to my apartment. I go, Artie, you want some sweatpants or shorts? He goes, nah, I'm just going to jog in my jeans and sweatshirt because I'll sweat more.
It means it was 108 degrees.
Oh, you probably stunk to high hell.
Well, listen, man.
And what are you wearing on your feet?
I I got sneakers on. All I ever wear is sneakers.
But they're not running shoes, right?
No, but it's sneakers.
So we do 4. He already does 4 laps. Howard, by the 3rd lap, and I thought he was going to die.
I did 2 miles. Tell him.
He did 2 miles.
2 miles, man. Non-stop.
He did 4 laps and stopped, and I did another.
4 laps is 1 mile.
No.
Is it quarter track?
No, this is a half-mile track.
Around Washington Square Park.
Hey, great. After a big full meal like that, you should have really performed well.
Yeah, you're lucky you did.
Yeah, what John's forgetting is, though, he ordered an enormous plate of chicken parmesan at 11 o'clock in the morning. They have to do a special menu for it.
Yeah, but I did not eat the cheese.
Yeah, right. I know, but I ate John's cheese.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Then, they bring up I forgot.
Artie, you're out of control.
No, they bring the chicken called parmesan. Howard goes, and Artie goes, let me have some of that. That's too big for you. So I cut him off like a big chunk of it and give him that, too. Then,
boy.
You know when you're sitting and you're BSing at lunch?
Right.
Before you know, you eat a ton of food.
Artie, you're talking to the wrong guy for you know.
No,
I got discipline, dude.
Bro,
I don't want to be fat.
If I had your willpower, man, I'd be thin. I'd be thin. You're right.
Artie,
wish I
why
did.
don't you get up and leave after you finished a meal?
Yeah,
Why don't you
we're
order another
sitting,
one?
we're talking.
Did I take the cheese, Howard?
Smoke a cigarette.
You're talking to a guy, Artie. You're talking to a guy like Howard, whose idea of his idea of sugars is a strawberry.
Hey, are you kidding? I was so mad at myself last night.
What did
I
you
was
do?
mentally beating.
Cashew?
No, as a matter of fact, before I went to bed, I was starving because I'd run 4 miles earlier in the day, really fast.
Yeah.
And but when I do that, I get hungry. I wish I could turn off the hunger.
Right.
So I had an extra bag of frozen bananas last night, which is my treat, and I was very mad at myself.
Oh, my goodness.
Can I ask you something? At what age did you start living like that? Like full-time, the way you are now?
But I live good. You see, you don't understand something. I'll go out to dinner. Like for dinner, my daughter and I went out to dinner.
Right.
And I had mussels marinara.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I had...
but that wasn't like over pasta or anything.
No pasta.
Yeah.
Then I had a beautiful dish of, listen to this, it's a chicken with rice and vegetables, broccoli, carrots, and peas with a light sauce. Now,
that sounds great.
But that was it.
That's an appetizer to Artie.
The problem, though...
But that was it. That's my meal. And then when I came home, I ate a bag of bananas. And then, right before I went to sleep, I had another bag of bananas.
Okay,
so I had 2 bananas instead of 1, and I was angry.
Beating yourself up.
Here's a question for Artie.
I shouldn't have done that.
Here's a question for you, Artie. If you had mussels marinara, right?
Mussels marinara, by the way.
How many?
I can't say marinara. My mother would kill me.
How many pieces of bread would you dip in the sauce?
See, that's the problem. Gary just brought up a great point. The problem with mussels marinara is you got to have a loaf of bread. That is so good.
I didn't finish. I took up all the cheese from my chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
So then Artie goes, "You not the cheese?" I go, "No." So he flies my plate over, takes what challah bread he had left, and starts dipping the challah bread in the cheese, getting chunks up, and eating that.
Bread?
Yeah.
He's leaving out that I jogged 2 miles afterwards.
Artie, that doesn't make a dent.
It made a dent. I felt good when I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
And then you immediately have chocolate milk.
Well, I got to get back in the groove.
How many hostess ho-ho-hos or whatever you have are in the computer bag this morning?
You want to see?
So what's in your computer bag? His computer bag.
A food bag.
I got a laptop, computer. By the way, it's a $200 Toomey computer bag. And in it I got...
Let's see what's in there. Empty it out.
One cupcake.
One
cupcake. That's his breakfast.
Oh,
2
there's
cupcakes.
There's the 2. Okay.
Envelope.
And New York Yankee tickets for this afternoon.
All right.
You'll certainly be dieting over there, right?
Pizza game.
There's no room in here for a laptop. I'm going to Yankees Diamondbacks today, man.
Have you logged on yet and like read the notes of the show?
I sent you that email that time. That's the last time I used it.
Oh, my goodness.
But no, me and Jeff Schick got together. It's a definite. Next week he's hooking up. I got a cable modem.
Look at you.
I'm ready to go, man.
Look at Artie.
I'm going to be rolling.
Artie told me he's been so successful without a computer, he doesn't feel like he needs one now.
Yeah,
well, maybe he'll be more
what's that
successful.
going to do for him?
I really haven't been that successful.
Yeah.
It did give him a computer bag.
Send me another email.
I'm going to try to, man. That was fun.
That was fun. Okay. Real quick, we're looking for a replacement for John, Stuttering John. And the first guy we've been talking to is Dan, the song parody man. He's been doing a good job all week. His task today is to tell us some station gossip that he has learned. while he's been here. And here he is in an effort to get John's job.
This is the gossip?
He's going to come in with the gossip. By the way, there's a whole salary involved with whoever gets John's job. And the good folks at...
Trim Spa, isn't it?
I don't know. We don't have a...
I think it is Trim Spa. Yeah.
The good folks at Trim Spa, at trimspa.com, Trim Spa, Formula Fedra Free X32. You guys got to put that up there. They put up the money for this. So they're good dudes, Trim Spa. Love that product. Gary's on Trim Spa right now. Dan, the song parody man.
How's it going?
Let's see, this is day 3. How's work?
It's great. I love it here.
You do? It's an easy job?
Well, I wouldn't call it easy, but it's something that you enjoy doing, so.
A lot of pressure to come up with funny material and things?
Sure.
A little bit.
I can deal with it.
You can handle it?
Absolutely.
Obviously you can. You've been coming up with stuff. Now, one of your tasks...
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says.
That's me, Fredo.
I'm dumb. I'm smart, and I want respect.
One of your tasks is, while you're working here, to observe and tell us something that you see going on back there that you think is humorous. Do you have something to report?
Well, everybody's been pretty tight-lipped. I've been trying to get some dirt, and I think the best dirt that I have is based on some prior experience with Artie.
Oh, good. It's an Artie thing.
Absolutely.
All right, let's hear what it is.
Okay. Well, a couple weeks ago, we were out in Albany. He was doing a comedy gig, and I have a rather large vehicle, so sometimes I drive the guys out there because most of them are pretty large guys.
Right.
That way we don't have to take 4 or 5 cars out there.
That makes sense.
And this has happened before, but this was really a good one where after the gig, throughout the course of the gig, Artie's, being Artie and having lots of drinks and enjoying himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And by 3 a.m., he's in classic rare form. But he's wise enough to realize that there's no way that he wants to wake up the next morning and drive back with us with a massive hangover.
Right.
So at 3 a.m. in Albany, he's able to find a taxi driver willing to take him all the way home to New Jersey. Now, in classic Artie style, not only does he find a taxi driver at 3 a.m., he's able to find a taxi driver that can show up with a full Sicilian pizza for the drive back.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. Is that true?
It was last Friday. We were about to go on vacation. We did the gig. I got paid. I was drunk off my ass. And like Dan said, I didn't want to wake up. I wanted to sleep in my own bed.
That's a real Artie story.
So I got a cab driver. I said, find the pizzeria that's open. I got a whole Sicilian pie. I went in the cab. I threw the pie between me and the cab driver. Me and the cab driver woofed down the Sicilian pizza before we got out of Albany, all right?
What does it cost you to go to Jersey from Albany?
He charged me $300.
Okay.
I gave him $500 when I got back. So because I was going to work all night anyway, so I wanted to tip him good. But the kicker of the story is, after I finish my last slice, I fall asleep in Albany.
Yeah.
I wake up, we're on Route 17 in Jersey. I slept the whole ride, which was
that's beautiful.
Perfect.
Like a baby.
But like a baby. But
you slept in the front or in the back?
I slept in the front with the guy.
Wow.
The pizza box was separating us, and the driver was a great guy. He looked like one of the Allman brothers. He was like, great. So I wake up, but when I wake up, I realize I have to throw up. There's nothing, like, I'm about to just go. So I say to the driver, I go, dude, pull over, I gotta throw up. And he, like, without missing a beat, just goes, all right, dude, fine, Pulls over to a gas station. I open the door, I start violently throwing up outside the cab door at a gas station at like 5 a.m. A cop pulls over.
Did he make you clean it up?
I'm surprised the cop didn't call in because he clearly recognized me. A cop pulls over, shines a bright light on my face while I'm throwing up. And then I just look up at him, and the cop goes, ha, 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 and then he just drives away.
So it was a big pile of vomit on the floor there?
In the gas station.
Yeah.
Somewhere on Route 17.
Someone had to clean that up.
I guess so.
Oy vey.
So then he drives me back. I go in. I get him $500. I give it to him, and he goes, big fan, tell Howard I support him.
Nice.
And then I slept till 5 p.m. the next day.
Beautiful.
Wow.
You know what kills me is that he always gives you the slip and does this and takes off. If I had known that, I would have driven him home for the $500 and then went back to Albany that night to drive the rest of the guys home.
Joe, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I don't know if you want this guy sitting so close to you. He sounds a little faggy.
Who?
Dan.
Dan, the song parody man?
Yeah, he's driving a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't say that if you saw him.
Nah, this guy's
come down here and say.
I'm going to take your job, you faggot.
Well, you have to win over the audience. They're the ones who are going to vote.
Hey, bitch. I sent my tape in.
That's why.
Hey, I hope you're not calling me a bitch.
No, Dan.
Oh, you're talking to me.
He's fighting with him.
Well, tell me the name on the tape, and I'll go in the back room, and I'll make sure they pull it and listen to it.
You'll edit it up, make a real great song parody?
No, we'll just give it its due diligence.
Suck, Dan. You're out. Whitey's in. You're out.
You're the man.
White rapper.
That's what my fans calling in. Now, he calls himself the White Rapper. I've never heard a rap by this guy, or really anything funny.
Hey, Rick, you're on the air. Artie's Liver's on the phone. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Artie, what are you doing to me? I thought we were friends again.
Artie, when you took the drink, did you feel defeated at all? Like, did you go, oh, man?
Again, Friday night, I had a drink already.
Well,
in my head, I was like saying, maybe this is preparing me for the gig, which sort of Yeah, I'll say that.
It was a big defeat.
I'll admit to that, yeah.
Was it like another one, like, here I go again? Poor Artie.
No. It wasn't anything like poor Artie. It was more like I felt like I had to prepare for something where I didn't like the fact that I felt like I had to prepare to do something.
So when the jack hit your lips on Friday night, was it like, oh, my old friend?
You haven't changed. You still...
Is it like a heroin addict? Because they say, like, heroin addicts after a while have to take heroin just not to get sick. They don't get high anymore.
Well, yeah, because you go through withdrawals.
Right. So you were having so much jack by the time you went into this self-imposed
whatever it was.
Rehab.
In the beginning, yeah, it was bad.
So that first sip of Jack, was it like you'd never tasted it before?
No. I think there was... No, it wasn't like I never tasted it before. It was just,
Was it like, my old friend Jack?
It was a very familiar taste, yeah.
Was it a pleasant experience?
Not pleasant, no. I mean, it was just sort of like what was disappointing to me was I felt like this was a normal life for me, and I had to get back to it somehow.
Jack Daniels is his master.
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
Jack Daniels rules on
but the relationship is terrible.
Was the Jack laughing at you? Was he just going, I told you?
I don't know.
Did it sound like Levy going,
Yeah, Levy had already
It would be bad if it sounded like Levy.
Hey, Artie. Good to see you again.
So no drinking before the show?
No. Are
you kidding?
Of
course not. I mean, he's a professional.
Well, that used to be the norm.
Artie, when's the next show?
Oh, is that Artie's liver still?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
He's curious.
He needs to get ready.
You got to get ready for the next show?
Yeah, I need a week off.
Yeah. Will you give him a week off at least?
October 1st, Wilmington, Delaware. Big kahuna.
You got 2 weeks.
No.
Oh, there you go. He's going to start crying.
And then so far, buddy, that's it as far as I'm concerned. All right. So.
Thank God.
So Artie, let me ask you, what are you going to do for the next 2 weeks? Are you going to drink next weekend?
The plan is not to actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Artie's liver. Did you hear that?
Thank God.
My liver's got that one little move where he cries.
Stop gambling too.
Why do you care about gambling?
That doesn't hurt your liver.
I'm going to gamble if he drinks.
Can I just say something? I don't believe you're really Artie's liver, because Artie's liver should sound about 90 years old.
Yeah, you sound a little younger than
this is Artie's liver.
That would be just a drunk.
Right. All right, Artie's liver, thank you.
Bye.
All right, there's your liver checking in. Wow. Here's T-Dog.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
How you doing, man? David Spade called me over the weekend and said, Artie's a pussy.
What do you mean? For not being able to drink?
Spade, by the way, was leaving messages like throughout the 90 days.
And really? What did he say?
And then at the end, he'd go, I'm sorry. Like, he'd do a Don.
Yeah, what were the messages?
He'd do a Don Rickles thing.
I kid because I love.
Well, let me just make sure I could say him. Well, yeah, we would just say stuff like, yeah, what's the matter? You're not drinking, you pussy?
That's what he was doing.
But he did that throughout the 3 months. And then at the end, he'd go, no, I'm sorry. Don't drink.
T-Dog.
Hey, Artie, man, congratulations for drinking, man. You did a good job.
Now you see why like Farley died. I mean, he's hanging out with Spade.
I was wondering, is that the same routine he gave him?
He's probably like, hey, you pussy.
Hey, you big fatso.
Oh, no, and then he'd come back and be all sad that Artie died. And
can't find a hooker and some coke.
Hey, you big fag.
You're not funny when you're drunk.
There are people in show business, like managers and agents, who say, what did you get in the show biz not to get hookers and do drugs? I mean,
No one likes you sober.
That's how we like you in California, Artie.
That's right, buddy.
All right. Okay, thanks, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.
It's interesting because I forgot to mention this last week. Remember we talked to Tom Sizemore?
Yeah.
And he was hoping, to get out of rehab, and he was calling to show everybody that he was doing better. Well, they assigned him more rehab.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because I've been in rehab. I don't know what he's actually doing in rehab to make them keep him there. Because, you really
probably drinking.
I mean, he might be smuggling in booze.
Who knows?
He might be calling us, and that would be sign enough.
I guess that's the wrong thing.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Right.
I was at the Hartford show, and I wanted to stick up for Artie a little bit. Me and a bunch of guys that were standing in the audience were going to get together and scream out, "Wah, I'm not allowed to drink." But he went up there, and he grabbed somebody's beer out of somebody's hand like the third or fourth row. Only had a couple that I saw, and I have to say, he was funnier than the other three still. So way to go, Artie. You put on a good show, and it was a good time. Thanks, brother.
Thanks.
Isn't that nice?
So far, so good, Artie.
Yes, Tracy. Yes, Tracy. Hi.
Hey, I made up about 100 Don't Drink Artie buttons.
Yeah, I met you. I signed your ticket, right?
Yeah, I was pretty devastated because I couldn't even give them away.
You mean nobody would wear a Don't Drink Artie button?
By the way, I brought one in, Howard. Yeah. I have it.
By the way, very nice of you. Though.
Yeah, people in Hartford suck.
Yeah. Well.
My husband said that when he took the drink, he was looking at me. I was so hoping he wouldn't, and my whole face just dropped. I nearly cried.
Look at the drama going on around Artie's drinking.
He loves this.
Oh, this must have been some show. I mean, my God, what an honor. I mean, everyone tied up in whether you drink or not.
Well, what are you going to do?
I really care about the guy. I don't want to see him mess up.
Actually, I met her after the show. She asked me to sign her ticket, and I really felt bad. She looked concerned.
Well, what's up, Rombo?
I think Artie owes me an apology.
Why?
For what? What happened?
Because he gave me the other day when he was all messed up.
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to him why he was messed up, because I was the one who told you about it. Because I have somebody in my family who's on meds like that. And when they wean him off it, sometimes the blood levels get crazy, and you go into, you get lethargic.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What?
Why you insist on wearing tight shirts? You got a gut.
So what?
But I'm just saying, you sit down.
Leave me alone, man. What's your problem? I came in to yell at Artie. I don't want to get my ass.
I'm looking at you. Where's these tight knit sweaters?
I like them, okay?
Shows every bit of flab.
Okay, you like it? Here. Leave me alone.
Take a look at this.
Anyway, I came to yell at Artie.
You wear a nice shirt.
I think he owes me an apology.
Whatever you need, Ron.
Okay, man.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
I was looking out for you, and you gave me this whole lecture, and you made me feel bad that Dana was upset with me. And all
you know
this
who else wears the tight shirts? Simon Cowell on American Idol.
Shirts are not only tight, they're too small.
Ronnie, get out of here. What's the matter with you?
I want an apology.
Go talk to him in the hall here.
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
What's up with those shirts?
What's your problem with me, man? Every time I walk in here, you got something to say.
Your shirt's too tight, bro.
Too bad.
Look at that.
He's going to continue to wear his tight shirt.
The guy's got a nice figure. I mean, just your clothes are too tight, dude. Where's these tight knit sweaters like a woman?
He loves that knit sweater.
Knit sweater.
I mean, it's just every day a knit sweater.
He's just a grouchy old Jew.
Shut up, all right?
Who thinks he's Italian, too.
Yeah, right.
He sits in the hallway.
Are you crazy?
And he does nothing all day.
No.
He is the head of security. Even though he's just 4'3", he is a grouchy old Jew.
Just shut up.
Who thinks he's Italian too?
And you're the guy who's always throwing me under the bus.
Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Oh, Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Yes, Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Oh, Ronnie's a Eugene.
What are you talking about? Yeah, really.
What? Why the knit shirt? I don't know any guy.
I like it. You mind?
Where do you get those? And you got like 20 of them.
I buy them in a store.
Do the girls at Scores like that look?
I don't wear suits to Scores,
no.
man.
You wear those shirts, though.
No, I don't.
You wear them with jeans. I've seen you in there.
No, I don't. I do not. I don't wear these to school. What are you, crazy?
Oh, I see what you wear. You wear a tight knit shirt.
I see what you wear, too. Come
on.
Is
that, a tight knit shirt? What is that? What is it made of?
It's called summer silk. It's a nice short sleeve.
He wears the same kind of shirt. He's got a whole look.
I got a whole wardrobe.
He's got like a uniform.
Yeah.
And they grip them right around the gut.
Yeah, and if I came in jeans, you'd be going, that's not professional.
It's not.
I don't. Who hired you to wear
if
jeans?
you wear a suit, you must wear the knit shirt?
No. But it's more comfortable in a shirt and tie all the time.
He's real hairy. I used to think the knit shirt was just his hairy chest. I didn't think he was wearing a shirt.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, who's writing that crap back there?
No one.
Do you want me to shave too?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
Do whatever you want.
All right.
I'm just telling you, man. Those shirts got to be let out or something.
Let out?
There's no other kind of shirt.
You can't let those shirts out.
You can't? They'll stretch them or something.
No.
Or maybe lose 10 pounds.
I mean,
it's
he
too
could
tight.
wear a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's walking around with these tight shirts. I don't like it.
Since when do you look at me so hard?
He's been telling you about this for a while.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Busting balls is his occupation.
I don't speak a f***ing word to you, so shut your mouth, all right?
Piss him off and you'll risk castration.
I'm sitting here minding my own business. Stay the f*** away from me.
You better leave that Eugene alone.
Good, stay there. And when you walk past me, I'm a piece of stone to you. Just remember that.
Hey, whatever you do, leave that Jewish guy who thinks he's Italian alone.
Keep it up, you attitude. Keep it up, man.
By the way, when we were over at I was wondering, where would Ronnie sit?
I don't know.
I know where I'm going to sit.
You do?
I picked out my spot already.
Yeah.
They got this hot receptionist that sits there.
Oh, no.
Right.
You'll be staring at her?
Yeah, right behind the call, man. That's where I'm going to be sitting.
Yeah.
How about the full kitchen back there, Robin? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The full kitchen over there.
An amazing.
Agreement's an agreement. I don't care how drunk you were.
Cut it out, man.
A deal's a deal. You're mine until I'm done with you. Huh? You gonna get sassy with me here, boy?
Oh, man. Cut it out, man. Hey, man.
You remember when you were with that dude and he was whipping you?
What dude?
All the tricks here for you.
When we hypnotized you. You don't even have a recollection
There was no
of this.
dude.
You know, listen.
You wanna play? I'll play with you. We'll play hard, too.
Yeah, I don't like it hard, though.
You're mine now, so I'll let you go. You are mine. You are my meat. You're my possession. Do you understand that?
Please spank me. I'm not doing it.
You don't give me orders and you don't talk to me unless I talk to you. You understand? Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
No.
All right. Good.
Good for you. All right, look, we got to take a break. Artie, back to drinking. That's the big news. That's the big story this morning.
Congratulations, Artie.
I'm sorry, Ron, for whatever I did.
Howard Stern exclusive.
All right, we'll be back right after. Oh, Jack Daniels is on the phone. Excuse me. Yes, Jack.
Hey, Artie, welcome back, buddy.
Oh, that's not Jack Daniels.
Lot, bro.
That's not Jack Daniels.
No, we know Jack Daniels.
Imposter.
We know Jack Daniels' voice, and you're no Jack Daniels. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. What do you say? Hey, everybody. What's happening?
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, now. Hey, now. Hey, now.
The dude Bruce from Schwinkterine is stopping by today. And I think...
Is that product selling?
I can't imagine. Stuff to make your butt smell good. It's like a breath mint for your ass.
Wow.
It's a breath mint for your ass. But I don't know. He put up $500. I think he put up the $500 because he gets a free commercial out of it. But he says his dog can eat a slice of pizza or a burger faster than Artie.
Really?
And Doug Goodstein just came in and said, well, how do you want to set this up? Do you want to... I think a piece of pizza is better for you, right?
You know, a pizza probably will go down quicker because there's no bun, you know.
Right.
But I requested a certain pizzeria yesterday, and if they got that one, I'm pretty sure I can get a good fold on the slice.
Right. And what do? You just jam it down?
Well, I mean, but see, first of all, I didn't challenge anybody. This challenge was brought to me. I'm not claiming I can do this.
I know. It's so stupid.
You know,
I think a dog can eat faster than a human.
Any human.
I would assume.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just doing it for the gag. I'm going to try.
I've seen dogs eat, and dogs practically just swallow without chewing.
Right. I mean, I like to enjoy a slice of pizza. I'm not really into eating it that quick, but I'll try.
The one advantage...
the bread will slow the dog down.
Well, the one advantage you have is the guy can't hold the pizza for the dog.
Right, so he's got to get it right off the floor.
Right.
In other words.
And I don't think that's going to be so easy.
See, if I could start with the pie already folded, I think I got a shot.
You could do that.
All right.
Because he's going to have his slice laying there on the floor.
Again, I agreed to it because, look, it's pizza.
Your advantage is the human hand. over the paw.
Right.
Well, the dog doesn't have to use the paw, does he?
I don't know. I can't imagine him lifting that slice without a paw, because you got to get that paw up.
I think they just lap it up.
We'll see. We'll see. Artie stands a chance on this challenge.
He's got to eat the whole thing, the dog, not just
crust and all.
He could lap up like the mozzarella and stuff, but he's got to eat the bread.
That's right.
The dough and the crust.
Doug, make it a piece of pizza.
Okay, the guy's here. He's saying he wants it to be a hamburger.
Well, of course he does.
That's like one bite, right?
He offered pizza, right? We're taking
I don't know. There's some confusion.
Well, then tell him to go home. Take his dog and get out of here.
Okay.
Now, who cares?
So pizza or out?
Pizza or out.
Okay.
Anyone knows a dog can eat the hamburger faster. What challenge is that?
Yeah, because Artie will have to wrestle with a bun.
The guy's here and he wants a hamburger. Well, who cares what he wants? It's what we want. That's what's the great thing about having a radio show. You do what I want.
Yeah.
Rest of the day, I got to do what everybody else tells me to do.
Yeah. He's afraid now the dog won't even want pizza.
Yeah, well, too bad. Okay, so anyway, now this guy's been trying to get on the show for a long time. He's trying to figure out every way to get a free plug. But all right, he came up with something interesting. He says his dog eats really fast, and his dog could eat a piece of pizza faster than Artie. Artie goes, I don't know if I can beat a dog, but he'll give it a shot.
He will try.
Wouldn't the challenge be that I would say I could do it? I mean, you would assume the dog could do it faster.
I would assume a dog can eat faster than you.
Yeah.
Well, your prowess is known, and so this guy thought his dog should try.
I think it'll be funny just to watch you eat a piece of pizza.
I mean, I don't like to eat like a gavone in public, but
yeah,
I'll do it.
Anybody who could eat 3 cheesesteaks in a matter of minutes, surely.
It was 4.
All right, bring in this guy, Bruce. Bruce is going to put up $500. I guess Artie gets the 500. He says his dog can eat a slice of pizza.
Artie moving into position.
I told this guy, Bruce, he could have a plug for his dumb product if... It's a dumb product.
It's a horrible way to start the interview.
Well, we'll see if it's dumb or not. Oh, what kind of dog is that?
It's a corgi, Welsh corgi.
Welsh corgi. I see a lot of those on the street. They're very strange dogs. They're long.
Oh, that's like a fruit dog. I'm going to kill it.
I know.
Now, Artie, you see the dog's legs used to be long. He ate his own legs off. That's how hungry the dog
is. Oh, my God.
All right, your dog eats fast?
Dog eats fast.
That's a good-looking dog.
All right, if your dog can beat Artie, I'll give you a plug.
All right, that's what we're here for. And I got 500 large, and I have some extra action. I got some action with Ronnie outside, and anybody else who wants some more action, I got cash.
Artie, by the way, doesn't know that he can beat a dog in terms of eating.
I didn't really ask for this, but I'm willing to try it.
What's the dog's name?
The dog's name is Buster.
Buster.
Yes.
I want to interview the dog, but he won't talk.
Yeah, he'll talk.
Buster looks like he is hungry. He's
wondering where the hell...
Howard, I haven't fed him in 3 weeks.
Is that true?
No, I didn't feed him last night.
He'll eat Artie.
You didn't feed him last night?
Yeah.
You think Buster's
All
hungry?
right. Now, you can't help Buster. The only advantage Artie has is that he can hold his slice.
Okay. Can we fold the slice as well? Artie's folding the slice.
You can fold the slice.
If the dog
Doug, you fold the slice. Don't give it to the dog to fold.
If the dog could fold the slice, let him fold it. I'm a human being, and this is the advantage I have. I'm folding.
That's Artie's advantage. The dog should be able to beat Artie.
Well, yeah, they're not holding the
pizza. You can't use
your
hands then if the dog can't fold.
Yes, he can. Your dog can use his hands.
All right, you know what? I have complete confidence.
All right.
So there's no problem here.
On your mark, get set. Hold on.
Look at him. He's ready to go.
Go. Well, Artie's eating fast. The dog is flying. But the dog is having trouble gripping the pizza.
Well, that's what I was afraid of.
Artie is slamming it in. Don't choke, Artie.
Don't hurt you.
Buster's way ahead. Buster's halfway done with the pizza.
Really?
But he's having trouble grabbing the pizza. Artie is about, I'd say Artie's at half.
A big hunk.
Wait, Buster's now, Buster's got the pizza out of the dish, and he's eating it off the floor. Wait a second. He's using his paw.
That's a smart dog.
That's a smart dog. He's holding it down.
Look at Artie's mouth is full.
Artie's mouth is full. Buster is complete. Buster is, I'd say...
Come on, Buster.
Buster still has the crust. Artie still has some more of his pizza. Artie has a quarter of his pizza. Buster just has the crust. Buster with the crust.
You gotta swallow.
Doug has a microphone on Buster.
Go, Buster, go.
Buster's still eating. I can't see what's going on. He has his back turned to me.
I think he only has
got a little piece left. It's on his last piece and his mouth chewing.
Artie, hurry.
The dog.
Artie.
Artie will never make it.
Artie's almost there. Artie has a little piece left. It's done. All right, the cork's done. The corgi's done. I belched.
That was you?
That wasn't Artie, no. Artie.
Artie's got a
What
mouthful
happened?
of pizza.
Welcome.
Are you sick?
Buster wants another slice.
I'm not sick, but look at how much I left. I was almost there, man.
Yeah, but there's a lot in your mouth. Buster's done.
You have to swallow, Artie.
Give your crust to Buster. There you go, Buster. Buster's out of his mind hungry. These guys must have starved this dog.
Yes, that poor baby.
Yeah.
Cute dog.
Nice dog.
I needed my Hawaiian punch. I forgot to take the Hawaiian punch over there.
I don't think he had time for that.
But it would have helped him.
Now,
well, all right.
Burgers. I mean, we can go down that road, too, for another 5.
No, I think a burger would be no contest.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Artie, you lost the hands advantage when Buster pulled the food out of the bowl and put his paw on it.
Yeah,
I didn't see him do that.
Smart dog.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, he knows how to eat. He's no dummy.
Artie,
He's eating the plate right now.
Buster's a perfect date for you.
Look at him. He's looking at me.
He's eyeballing what's in your mouth.
Actually, he could go for another couple slices, right? Look at him.
Sure.
He could.
Actually, so could I.
Double or nothing, Artie.
Yeah.
What kind of burger you got?
Artie wants to do the burger challenge.
Artie doesn't care if he wins or loses.
Hey, can we see you could drink a jack of water quicker?
Thank you to the dog, whatever his name is, Buster. And Zane, thank you.
You know, I felt no support when I had a mouthful of half a slice and I hear Robin go, "Come on, Buster."
Well, Buster was so cute.
Buster is cute.
I'm not cute.